Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Crazy Lightbulb and welcome back to Noobs and Dice episode 7. If you are hearing this message, you are probably assuming that me, the DM, forgot to hit the record button for the first 30 minutes of the episode. Sorry, I will try my best to be really good at it. I have only done it for 2 episodes so far, but I am getting used to it. Remember that we don't have a tech team or anything. It's all us and all us trying very hard to work together. So mistakes are going to be made. Now, unfortunately, we've been having a lot of technical issues with sound. We've been having technical issues with everything. And we are trying to find solutions and what is best for you guys out there. It's mostly just trial and error at this point, so the first probably 15 episodes are going to be a lot of trial and error until we officially get it right, or until we get the money to actually redo our area that we game in to actually better suitable to sound position and video recording. Anyways, onward to the game. We left off at Bob's untimely demise. The old man was struck by the Demigorgon while protecting Kiowa as they were running away in fear. Running away in fear, they managed to escape, but Bob was dead. Being struck by one of the tentacles, they ended up burying Bob, giving him a proper burial in the Underdark, and leaving him behind. When doing so, they ended up venturing forth down the left corridor. When going left, they stopped following Allie Mercer's advice and tried a different path. Listening to the kitty cat, they went down to the left passageway and encountered a field of poisonous mushrooms, which attempted to seep into their minds, but they all made their con saves, so they weren't affected. Venturing forward, they ended up talking a little bit, ended up learning a little bit more about the surface world, such as what part of Allie is from and everything, but it's really just some of the stuff that you've heard in the previous episode, nothing too new. And that's kind of where we left off. There wasn't a lot of atmosphere, a lot of just quiet things, nothing too exciting. We are also joined by our fellow ranger this evening, Greg, who is playing Dimitri. He is actually joining us in this session, and we hope you enjoy this session. For episode 7 of Noobs and Dice, please remember to follow, subscribe, like, and comment, and give us any feedback that you can, any recommendations that you can. And if you would like to tip, we are starting to do a tip jar, and you can also go to the YouTube channel and the Twitch channel to tip there as well. All money and proceeds go straight to the channel to improve for better quality, better environment, and better video for you. Because ultimately, that's what we want, is what's best for you guys. We want you guys to have fun. We want you guys to be entertained. We're not here to look for a lot of money. We're just here to have fun, and we want the best quality for you. Anyways, guys, thank you so much, and we hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful time. Enjoy episode 7 of Noobs and Dice.
Why'd you get that ready?
Or it could have been mushroom water in the mansion.
Sorry, again, I forgot to hit the record button, guys. Just to let you know, we have been going at this for 30 minutes.
Oh, it's okay.
Well, I did this last time because I keep forgetting to hit it.
You missed the first 30 minutes of this?
I did.
We've been going down yelling timber.
We've been going down, yeah.
We've been going down. I feel so sorry for all my people that are on YouTube that are missing this.
It's okay, you missed some smart. We successfully got through a poison field using the pillowcases that Lily got from the orgy room in the mansion. I made a small plague doctor mask.
They found as traveling down the corridor, they found dead mushroom people. They did a little burial for Bob. I believe,
and I mooned the camera.
He mooned
in my kilt.
Oh, there he goes. And then Kiowa summoned a mount, which got stuck, who is now named Bob Thunderfoot.
It's a mammoth.
Mammoth, based off of the recently passed. At that point, he had to dismiss him because he was too damn big. And going from there, they are actually traveling down the left corridor, the cave-like tunnel, and they come across some mushrooms, some moss, and it seems to be getting thicker. They went against the spore field that they had to roll a save for, but they all passed thanks to the pillowcases. and now they are investigating these dead Maya Conans, and they figured out that it is not demonic, that it is not devilish, and that it is not done by any physical nature of any kind. This seems to be something magical or otherworldly. So that is what is happening right now, and they have decided at this point to keep going down into the corridor. So
Yeah, we haven't thought of if we're kind of kidnapped. What if we're underneath the dimensions?
That's a good thought.
We never asked.
I kind of agree with you. Who would we ask?
Well, we
Well-
were kidnapped by the Underdark Elf people.
Yeah. I mean, whatever's going on in that
Yeah, but I don't
mansion
think we can really ask them questions because they're not gonna kill us.
There is that priestess still. The priestess might have had the power to resurrect the dead.
oh, thank you for we have actually 2 new followers right now. We have Jimmy Gee and A Heifer. Is it A Heffernan? Yeah, A Heffernan. A Heffernan. I'm pretty sure you know who that is, I'm guessing? Or
No, I just like the name.
Okay. So thank you guys for following. Really appreciate your support. Thank you guys so much. The more followers, the better. Anyways, continue, guys. Sorry for the interruption.
It's all good.
That's it.
So you guys are being cautious at this point.
Absolutely cautious.
Yeah.
So you
What's my
guys,
friend Ethan? How you? Like,
And on the swivel.
huh?
And on the swivel.
There you go. So as you guys go down, the air becomes more humid, and it becomes more and more tight in here. You feel the
quarters?
air wrap around you.
Like,
is it still about 10 feet?
Yes, it is still about 10 feet high. Nothing's really changed. But you actually manage to feel kind of like a warm breeze pass by you. And it flows like just a normal breeze. It's
I'm
weird
sorry,
coming
guys.
from the Underdark.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. You notice that it's Elderwind farting. No. At that point,
So weird.
when you guys go down deeper, you guys see that this cave kind of turns to the right a little bit, and when it does,
Oh shit!
you can actually see that it kind of opens up a little bit more.
Everybody wait! I'm gonna dismount Kane. And I'm like, buddy! And this is in Draconic, by the way, and I'm talking to it, and you just hear me going,
Except for me.
yeah, you said, I'm gonna go, buddy! We need you to do us a solid. Can you please go and check out this open room, and if anything attacks you, I apologize, I will resummon you right away, but you will be doing us all a favor as you are, as you know, kind of immortal. So can you do your best to tiptoe in there and do a little bit of reconnaissance? I'm going to send him on the perimeter of the room as quietly as he can. If everybody agrees with me just asking, I'm going to go send Kane in, or do we want to throw in some light or something first?
I think no,
I
like.
could set on fire.
So you want to send
We don't wanna do that.
Kane in there?
We don't really want to know anyone.
I think we should be quiet about it.
Yeah.
Go
Well,
ahead and do it.
he might not be the most stealthy is the issue.
I could do it.
Are you sure?
Okay, so at this point, you
So-
send Kane down.
Well,
Is that what you're doing?
do you want to go for it?
I know. What do you guys think? Should I do
'Cause
it? Or
I'm
should we let the
asking him,
horse
should I let Kane down, or do we want our rogue to go in and stealth in?
Immortal.
It might.
The cat have a chance.
I mean, this is your path, my friend. It's up to you.
All right.
Okay,
Go stealth.
roll stealth.
Dimitri,
Oh,
is there anything you can do to help me?
I forget what it was.
Might be able to track. Let's let me go with them. Other than that, I don't think I can do much.
Well, I rolled a 27.
27? Alright.
I'm gonna stay close to the wall.
All right.
Slowly kind of just go in. Do you still
Locals!
do you still have that little thing where we can communicate with each other?
Can I have one?
Me and Lily have one.
Let me have one so I can communicate with you guys.
Sending
Okay.
stones, correct?
Yeah.
I believe they can only be used once per day, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Might be worth it. Last time we found a big chamber, shit hit the fan.
All right.
Okay. I'm going in.
I'm going to have Kane at the precipice of the entrance, and
Okay.
if anything moves to attack Elderwin, I'm going to have him run distraction at full dash 100 feet.
All right.
Could you
So-
wait a little
I'm staying to the
minute?
left, just by the way.
Elderwin. Okay, so you're staying to the left. All right. So, Elderwin, as you go and you move, you actually, with your dark vision, you look around, and with a black and white kind of look around, you see just fungus vines dropping from the ceiling, and you see these you see mushrooms just growing from the sides everywhere, and they're big too. They're not just the little ones that you guys have been finding. And it just seems, and the weird thing is you've been traveling here, so you can sense you're in a cave. There is no signs that you are in a cave when you're looking at this place. It looks like everything has been completely grown over with fungus and moss. There is no sign of rock, stone, anything. And when you do that, and you sneak in and you take a look, you hear something in your mind. I got it actually recorded, so let me see if this works.
It better not be that damn creepy voice.
No, it's actually creepier.
Beautiful.
Nope. And I gotta turn up the volume.
It's in his head?
Yes, it's in his head.
I hear voices in my head.
Let me see. Okay, so I don't have Bluetooth on, so it should play. So let me just turn off the sound so you guys can hear it.
I didn't hear it.
Wow. That's horrible.
Hang on.
I might need that
The
speaker.
devil room?
No. I'll show you. Hold
Look it
on.
up.
Bluetooth speaker coming up.
Yep, Bluetooth
All I hear
speaker
is-
coming right up.
All I heard is
Okay, let me try this again, guys. Let me try this again.
What brings you here to the Nether Grove, my future children?
Future children.
There you go. That is what you hear pierce in your mind.
In everyone's or just mine?
In just yours.
Just mine? Okay. What brings us here? That's a funny question that you ask. 'Cause, really, what brings us here is the fact that. Well, see what happened was we went down to the lab in the center, and we went down to there's a demigorgon, and the demigorgon, and but if you really want to know, maybe ask this guy over here.
Point to the steed.
You point to the steed.
Sure.
So, as you point to Steve, and he's like, "Oh shit." He literally does not look too happy about that. And
Get a death glare from it.
yep. Let me.
It's okay, I can reset them. I'm full up on spell slots, it's no issue.
Okay, let me roll to see if Kane is gonna be okay.
Oh no!
You have his character sheet.
Yes, I do.
I'm glad I printed that for you. I hope it's not a charisma check.
Miraculously, Kane. Well, I'm not even gonna. Wow, I'm not even gonna let it. Okay, so you just see Kane go. You seem like this is what you see coming from behind you as you point out Kane. A pseudopod, a vine-like thing tries to wrap around him and tries to attack him. And when it does, Kane dodges out of the way.
Yes!
And then Kane goes, "Huh, you missed me." And then all of a sudden he's like, "Oh shit." And then another one comes down from the ceiling and just right on him and just...
Ah,
Sorry.
that's okay. Whoa, that did a lot of damage then.
Yes.
Hey, hold on.
Well,
hold on.
it's only 16 hit points.
Yeah, that's
So-
still a lot of damage for one hit.
Real quick. Is that how you really treat your children?
Oh shit.
Everyone will be my children.
Okay. You know that's cool. And all, but why would you want to hurt us? You don't hurt children.
Can we hear him? Like, how far away is he from, like...
You
I have
can't
the
hear
freaking
him.
I have
Only
that freaking stone.
You have to,
Oh.
you have to, like, focus on the message.
it's a message that you send someone.
like
It's
a
literally
short-
like a walkie-talkie.
It's like a sentence.
Okay, real quick.
Why would have
Just let you
felt
guys
Kane
know,
got
that's
effed up?
Yeah.
He's talking.
Just real quick. There's some voice caught in my head. There's something here. I just want to let you guys know. It's not really safe here, and I'm really gonna try to make my way back to you guys, but maybe you should meet me halfway. So.
Don't lose my damn ride!
Sounds fantastic, and I take off towards the opening.
By the way, theater whispers in here.
Oh yeah.
Because we're on microphone. Because it didn't pick you up at all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Blah 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 blah. I don't know how much you guys heard about that. Well, just head my way halfway so I don't die.
Alright, so as you guys walk in,
I'm going to re-summon Kane underneath me.
okay,
Could...
I am gonna slowly make my way back to the party.
okay, so as you back away from the party, you just see that the moss around you, starts pulsing.
Light it up!
Throbbing. And when it does, it almost blocks your path a little bit. But it doesn't completely block your path. But then you remember those little Mayakonans that you saw before? You start seeing them pop up one at a time. And there's about like 10 of them. Some are about 4 feet tall. Some are about 2 to 3 feet tall. There are many different shapes and sizes. Some are weirdly formed. Some look fat, with like holes all in them, which is my worst fear ever.
Oh,
Tryptophobia.
No, it's actually what is it called? Tryptophobia? No.
Yeah.
Tryptophobia.
it's the
Feel like
small
the little
ones.
tiny disgusting holes and things?
Yeah.
Yeah, tryptophobia.
Yeah,
I have
that-
it too, my friend.
Yeah, I hate
Common
that.
sense, because it's nasty looking.
And then you see just
Well, that looks
mushroom
like cheese.
heads, like just little mushroom head guys, and you see like all these different types of little Myakonin fungal guys. And when you do, at that point, you immediately just think, if I keep moving, this could be dangerous.
How far
it's-
away from the party?
Not too far. You're roughly probably within a good like
Well,
200
'Cause we all
foot
started
distance
heading
away from
forward.
them.
I already took off.
I took off with him.
Oh, you
I'm
did?
gonna stop.
Okay, so you stop, and you guys, everybody in the party manages to
with me.
see both
As usual.
Lothos and Cal
And
just
Lily. Lily popped on.
and Lily
Call.
just
I mean,
bolt
Kane.
towards that area.
Yeah, you summoned it.
And
Hey guys, stop!
I halt.
Don't move. Don't move, please, because you may kill yourselves, or even more important, me.
Alright, you hold it.
you see this. At that point, both of you hear the voice as well. Yes, all three
I
of
was
you,
gonna say.
and you hear it, and it says,
Welcome, my children.
Who are you?
Daddy?
My dad is dead.
"Is that what you say?"
Yeah.
We're both gonna die.
You hear a large sigh of
Who are you?
annoyance.
Mommy.
Okay.
Ah,
Should we follow them?
She announces herself.
I am the queen of fungi,
hello, excuse me.
lady of rot and decay. Zutomio.
Or, if I'm saying that right.
How do you spell that?
Zuggtmoy. Zigtomi? Or
I go with
Zigtomo?
Zitomi.
Zigtomo? I don't know.
Z.
It's that's a hard name to
It
pronounce.
is a very.
Is that all she said?
Yes, she says that. And if you want to roll an intelligence check
I
on
can hear
this.
this, right? Sue?
What?
I can hear this. Too.
Everyone that's in range hears it. Did you guys want to follow up, or did you guys want to sit back, or?
We'll follow up.
Okay, so later on, you guys follow up on as well.
Have we heard
What did you want me to roll?
intelligence?
Go ahead, and I'll let you roll a history check or an arcana check to see what if you know who this is, and you have
Everybody can do this?
and you have advantage
Nice.
because of your subclass background.
Do we
Okay.
roll anything on this, lady?
Sure. Everybody can roll a history check or an arcana
Could I
check.
perceive nature because I've lived in forest? Or to
No, it's really not nature. It's more
20.
magical based.
Unnatural 20.
23.
23. What did everybody get?
7.
Unnatural 20.
History and what?
17.
Well, you guys, the three of you, both Jinx, Kayla, and Dimitri, you guys were not there yet, so you guys will come up later. Okay, say it again. Sorry.
Unnatural 20.
Unnatural. Okay. Elderwin.
I rolled a 14.
Okay.
17.
17. Okay.
23.
So both of you, Elderwin and Cal, you have never heard of this person.
Shit,
So high roll, high roll. You guys rolled above a 20. You guys know, with your 20, you know not exactly what this is. With the 23, you got a pretty good idea. So this right here is one of the demon lords.
Oh,
And this
shit.
right here, just like the Demigorgon, this is the demon queen of fungi, and you recognize it. But you, with a little bit more in her step, you know that this girl, or not this girl, excuse me, this demon is not sincerely about death. It's more about everything becoming one.
The hive mind.
It is exactly like that. It is like the hive mind with her.
Oh my god, it's
So
the Dead Space
her
thing.
her goal and her purpose is to make everyone her children. Every living thing her children.
Can we take it?
How much extensive knowledge would I have on this demon?
Not too much because of what you rolled. That was basically what you rolled, but it's pretty good. And then when you guys all approach at this time with your recognition, recollection. Oh, thank you, Ender Click is awesome for following us. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for following.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
More followers, the better, and the more it helps us progress with our channel. So this is who you see.
We see her?
Yeah, she approaches you.
Ooh.
I'm trying to get a better picture, but it's hard with the camera, so maybe a downward view might.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that face.
So
Is
that's
that an arm or like a cigar she has?
that's her arm.
Ooh.
It's like I feel like it's like a little mushroom, little.
So,
She
Right.
kind of like when she does that, when she pops her face out and she shows to you, she kind of comes at you, and the way she moves across the floor is exactly the way Mars attacked. Remember the lady with
Yes!
the hair and how she sways back and forth like this? Instead of the arms swaying, that's just how she moves towards you.
So kind of snake.
Not really snake. She's not swaying. She's just that's how she floats across the floor to you.
Okay.
Yeah.
She undulates.
Can I-
Yes.
Gross.
can I talk to her?
That is disgusting.
If you want to,
Just let
yeah.
you know Kenny's brain.
So,
Gross.
let's just say I know her name, alright? So I don't have to repeat it. Can we say that?
Well, she introduced herself, so
Well, I mean, just so I don't have to
Yeah,
say it.
that's fine.
Lady.
Okay.
you can call her Z Lady if you want. Just
Okay.
make it.
What was her name?
So, Z-Lady, we honestly don't mean you or your children any harm. Obviously, you can already tell what I am. I know many of your brethren. And,
Ganders at you, and when she approaches you, she's like inches away from your face, and she looks at you, and you see these eyes, these solid black eyes with these red little dot pupils, and it is like piercing and menacing. And when she looks at you, she goes,
Do you know us? I hate all my brethren.
I'm readying an action.
But do you know the Muffin Man?
I want roll for performance to see if you can get a laugh out of her.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
crap. 9.
She just looks.
One.
She just like turns her head in the most
Okay,
creepy
let's-
way
okay.
possible and looks at you, and then looks back at you, Lothos, and
So,
then just
at that moment,
Can I have my rock back?
I'm going to take my hood down
okay.
and stare as menacingly back at her as I can.
Roll an intimidation check for me then, and
I
then
say,
I have a small white piece of cloth in my hand on top of Kane.
I take my rock
Okay.
back.
and
I'm just holding this action. If I don't need to use it, I don't need to use it. But I am not letting a Bob situation happen again.
and I'm going to say,
Wait.
Can I finish?
Go ahead.
go ahead.
okay. What are you doing?
I'm just going to, we're going to do intimidation, or based on what I'm about to say, you might change it. Which is why I
Okay.
wanted to
Go ahead
finish
and
it.
say it. Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
I don't like them either.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
Which one was better? They're the same. Alright. Persuasion?
Yes.
Alright. 16.
16. I have to roll. All right.
Especially not this one. Not when they get their whole page. in
When you
public
do this, she stands up in front of you. And by the way, she's trying to get a picture of how big she is.
Oh, she's a demon lord. She's between what, 10 and 12 feet, right?
No, she's only she's about 10. She's about 12 feet tall.
Yeah.
Not as even close as the size as the Demigorgon was.
Right.
But she looks at you, and then she just like, while still looking at you, goes back to her original position and floats back and sits down, and her arms kind of flay. And she sits down and she says,
Well, if you don't like them, maybe you can help me.
How can I help you?
Good idea.
I unready my action.
I will spare your lives for the moment, but you will all be my children in the end.
Baby, I want to be part of your children.
Oh.
do you really say that to her?
Oh, God.
Roll
Please.
are you
I'm this close.
roll a persuasion check?
I said it
I don't
in
even
my
know how to
head.
roll that.
I said it in my head.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't know. This could be
It's
funny.
telepathic.
Oh yeah.
It could be funny.
It could be funny.
Do it.
All right, I'll do it.
All right, roll. Gosh, what would that be?
Seduction. So what?
There is no
Persuasion?
seduction.
Persuasion?
I guess persuasion.
Persuasion.
Sure. I don't know what you're persuading her to do. Become attracted to
That's
you.
later.
Persuasion
Oh
Ooh,
my
natural
God.
20.
You better call us over real quick, buddy.
What is your total? Because I have to
Total.
know your total.
22. Holy
Okay.
smokes.
She leans back, and then she looks at you, and then she said, and then it just gives her more confidence that she thinks that you will be of help to her.
Yes.
Oh.
And she says,
Baby, will I be?
My children that have become part of me have been dying. I want you to find the source and get rid of it. If you do, I will let you pass.
Do you know where we can find the source?
I do not know. But all I do know is that it takes life essence away from everything that is living. I do not know the origin, for it is foreign to me.
so basically she's,
So, guys.
Are we there yet?
yeah, you guys have been there.
So, guys.
And you see this too. And you see him trying to strike a deal.
Z Lady.
But it's all telepathically in your
says-
heads.
Yeah, says that she'll spare us, right? But we gotta find this thing that's killing your children. or else she'll basically hunt us down and make us into her children. So, I think it's a pretty good bet because there's like 8 of us versus one thing. So, and she's gonna let us live for now.
There's 8 of us because of the Demogorgon.
Sounds like we don't have
But
My
Demogorgon
lady.
is really big.
I will make it my task to find whatever it is that you need. No harm.
I'm gone.
No harm shall come to your children.
Are you being
I am being sincere.
you are being sincere, 100% honest.
Yes.
Okay. I want you to give me 2 rolls. I want you to give me another persuasion check. And I want you to give me a performance check as well because you're being flirtatious and flamboyant.
The first one was an 8. And what was the other one?
Performance.
Okay.
So the first one was an 8, the second one was an 18.
What, the performance was an 18?
Persuasion was an 8.
Yeah.
Okay.
Persuasion was an 8, performance was an 18.
She looks at you and she gives you a glare.
All words, but actions speak louder. My future children.
Oh, Z lady.
Well, she's talking to me.
Well, obviously not anymore. So
What the
Don't.
I was curious, is if you had anything at your disposal that may help us fight the source.
If you are not capable of doing it on your own.
Oh no, we're very capable.
I love the change in pace.
In
Maybe
case
I'll tell you I'm fully
you know there was something that would boost our already stellar capabilities of dealing with such issues. In other words, is there anything that you can give us?
I give you your freedom to leave my lair.
Fair enough.
That's good.
And we continue through the other side.
Now, I will give you a 10-minute start. Run.
10-minute head start to I am carried off the
So we're running now.
Well, hold on. I think I have a final thing. I don't know what I put down for my final voice because I did record it. So let me see what I got for it.
If you are looking for a way.
Oh wait, nope, that's not the right message. I can't tell you that. Good thing I stopped it.
Oh, because we could have totally asked her how to get out of the Underdark, probably.
Possibly. All right, so you guys are all running out at this point.
That'll come later.
I will return, my sweet love.
Okay, so when you do say that, you never seen a demon lord roll her eyes until now, but she does,
eyes.
and
I
As I'm
think she likes
catching
me.
up to him, I just slap him on the back of the head.
But I think she
yeah.
likes me.
At that point,
She likes me.
I
point,
dashed on my steed. We're 100 feet away from
she's all like, and right when you get out of the 120-foot telepathic range of her, she tells you right at the last moment,
You better hurry. I can't control my children for too long before they come for you.
Boy, I love it when you talk dirty.
all right, so at that point, you guys book it through. You guys come across another fungus field coming from the other path. So basically, you guys enter her cavern, and it turns to the right. And what it does is it goes a little bit more up. And as it does, you come across another pollen field. So I need everybody to roll a Constitution check with advantage because you're still wearing those masks.
Can't get much worse. Okay.
11? Okay.
Also 11.
All right.
A natural,
12?
a natural 20.
Okay.
9.
9?
11.
11?
26.
16.
Okay. Hi, Dimitri. How are you doing today?
Smooth. How do you?
How would you like to be poisoned today?
Real quick, you think she liked me?
I don't know. She likes all her cabins are going right, north or left.
Elder, no.
That's a deal breaker.
I don't know. I think she like.
Well, you
I
can.
can totally make her last.
She was probably thinking about how to turn you into a mushroom person.
That's so high.
That's concerning. Okay.
I'll give her a mushroom.
Also concerning.
Do you like that? Do you like that?
Okay. With this, would you please roll? Would you please roll a D100 for me, please?
Always want to start tripping.
Oh God.
Oh Lord. Never
And are you guys?
It's the percentage dice.
There's not much left of this.
Oh, actually,
I will if you guys no one else wants.
72.
That's fine. Well, you gotta give it some. I just asked you if you said sure.
Let's hope high numbers are not severe.
Oh my God.
Okay.
It's just flavor.
I need you to roll a D10 for me then.
Guy. I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like convinced and I'm just like,
Wait, that was a D8.
forbidden strawberries.
This one. 10.
You got a 10 on it? That sucks.
Wait, the 0 on the D10 is a 10, right?
Correct.
Yep, it's a 10.
Oh.
Okay. Good luck. I need you to keep track of this because you have about 5 days that this is going to last.
Oh
Shit.
The character experiences uncontrolled tremors or tics, which imposes disadvantage on attack rolls, ability checks, and saving throws that involve strength and dexterity. And this lasts for 1d10 times 10 hours.
Are we still running?
So 100 hours?
Are we still running, or are we out of range?
Disadvantage on what again?
Everything.
Attack rolls, ability checks, and strength and dexterity saving throws.
That's 4 days and 4 hours.
Are we still in a place where
Just
we're
tell me
in
she likes
bad shape, getting attacked by
We're
mushroom
going
people?
to you.
No, we
Huh?
got 10 minutes.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. I
Are
was,
we in a bad place where we're like still harried by mushroom people potentially?
That was an orphan.
Yeah.
no, not right now. Right now, if you guys are fully booking it, you guys can manage to get out of that area pretty quickly within 10 minutes. It'll start lightening up, and if you guys keep booking it for another hour, you guys will come across more of the stone structure that you are before, not so covered in moss, and you see a little bit of shrooms here and there that are still illuminating, and the basic stuff that you've been coming across, but nothing like what you just went through.
And can we tell that he's been afflicted by something?
You can tell that Dimitri has been affected by some sort of sickness to either the mind or something, because he is just twitching.
So I'm gonna stop our group and be like, we should probably deal with this.
Does anybody
So
have
I'm
pure
gonna-
poison?
Can I check him?
Absolutely.
Can I check him over?
No.
And just look at his
No,
condition?
I'm fine. You need to keep going and move out of here before it's
You're
too late.
twitching like a weirdo.
I can
Stop
run
it.
as fast as I can.
I can put him in a coma
Keep
again.
going.
No, let him run. Let him run.
So can I take
Let's
a look at
run,
him
get as far as
and
we-
see-
Dude, we
Are
have
you
to
gonna-
keep moving.
Are you gonna
Are
resist?
Are these tremors affecting my running?
It is not affecting your running. It is not affecting your overall motion. It's just like every once in a while, what happens is like during combat or during a check of something, it's almost like a person with a twitch. Like, let's say somebody, if a doorbell rings, like they have to like slap themselves like 3 times. That's basically what's kind of happening to you, except now every time something happens to you that's
You got
impeding your
Asperger's.
rolls, it's like it's a twitch or like a tremor, like whoa, you're losing balance on yourself or something like that. That's what it is. It's not affecting your overall running. It's not affecting your overall task. It's just the short-term stuff, like the stuff that you're skillfully looking for or skillfully doing.
Right.
Yeah.
But it is noticeable.
It is noticeable.
So can I stop him and like do a medicine check?
That's
see
up to
how he's
him.
actually-
Would you like to be stopped and see if he can check you out right now, or do you want to keep running?
We should just stop for a second. And we can carry.
Okay, we can stop for a second.
Okay, so you guys all take a little bit of a breather after the run and the marathon, and you guys are just relaxing. And at that point,
Oh, I'm not relaxed.
did you want to roll? What did you want to roll? Did you want to check to
I wanna
see if
his
he's poisoned?
condition, If he's poisoned,
What's
or
up?
If he's afflicted by something, a disease, or
Okay, so go ahead and roll a medicine check for me. Yeah, in about 12 minutes we will. It's almost break time in about 12 minutes. It's a little bit, but that's why we got the
You
fans.
said medicine check, right?
Yeah.
That's 17.
17?
Yeah.
Okay, so you think whatever this is not a natural poison. Whatever this is, it is affecting his mind.
Would you call it a
So would this be
disease?
something that I think lesser restoration could take care of?
What is less? Well, that all depends on you. What does
It says,
restoration do?
The spell says you touch a creature and can end either one disease or one condition afflicting it. Condition
You can
could be
certainly
blinded,
try.
deaf,
Oh.
paralyzed, or poisoned.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So I'll just reach up and grab his shoulder and cast lesser restoration.
He reaches up and grabs your shoulder. As he touches you, you feel the warm sensation go through your body and into your head, and it kind of clears it up. You have point of madness, so please put that down. But you no longer have that condition. Point of madness. When you accumulate those, the more you get, the worse that I get to roll on the table for. So a lot of people get. They usually go away after a long rest. I believe I'll have to double check, but they usually go away. But the more you accumulate, the worse your conditions will get, and the more conditions you will get.
It's like Madman's knowledge.
Exactly.
So he still has the madness, but he's not afflicted by it.
Exactly. He's not afflicted by the condition now because he was cured by it.
Yeah.
So
That's all I can do for you now. But
so you
I
no
think
longer
this
have
is
disadvantage on any of that stuff anymore.
That's really helped me. Thank you.
Let's keep our fun.
Can we keep running now?
Yeah. So you guys take a little bit of like about 5 minutes of a breather, and then you guys immediately start running. You guys go ahead and roll. I need the scouts to go ahead and roll their rolls. I need the guides to go ahead and roll their rolls as well. So that's going to be Allie.
Hell yeah.
Do you want? Actually, Allie's just going to give you advantage.
Yeah, that's what we've been
Okay,
doing.
that's fine.
And it's survival?
What are we rolling to?
You're rolling perception.
22 on the guide.
22. All right. So you start looking around, and you start going off of what your scouts are telling you what's going on, and you feel like this could possibly be the right way. You have a strong feeling. What did you roll? 21. And then
hell yeah.
5. Okay. So Elderwind, you spot out about an hour away. You see this gemstone that is kind of popping out, and it looks like a clear gemstone that's kind of glowing and illuminating light and everything. And you find it, and it's just embedded in the wall. It literally looks like a piece of glass that's glowing.
Interesting.
Well, I let everybody know about it.
Allie,
What do you think What do you guys want to do?
So there's a glowing crystal on the edge of the wall?
With an
I-
11
nobody
Arcana
touch it.
check.
I want to touch it.
Don't touch it.
I want to touch it.
Don't.
I
wanna
really
touch
want to
something,
touch it.
but
If
it
they're
ain't
gonna
that.
touch it,
touch
go
it,
for
you're
it. I was
gonna
gonna
lose a
with an
hand.
11 Arcana. Would I see if it's the same crystal that's been morphing our weapons?
nope. It is not the same crystal that has been morphing your weapons. That is fairly obvious because it's not illuminating
The green.
that immense aura that you've been getting.
What color is it?
This is a clear glow. It is almost like, think of it like this.
Side position myself between.
Think of a clear rock embedded on a wall,
Should I
and
shoot
behind it there's a light
A
pulsing
light
through
source.
it. It's
Is
a light
it-
source,
can it-
basically, is what is coming
Is
across.
it
I'm
like
gonna touch
jammed
it.
in the wall?
Hmm?
Is it like jammed in the wall?
It is like grown into the wall. It is
Oh,
literally
okay.
literally looks like it hasn't even been mined out. So
I want to take a look
I want to touch it.
You touch it. You touch it.
Should
Feels
just
like a
use
stone.
glove.
Ha!
What happened?
All right.
Worried for nothing.
What do you want?
I was just gonna use my
Keep
little
touching
grabber to
shit.
grab it.
Okay. Roll a strength check.
Arcana check.
Oh!
18.
18.
Hell yeah, Lily.
Okay.
Real?
So
What?
18.
It was a flat 18.
With an 18, you cannot seem to pull it out. I mean, you seem to wiggle it a little bit to get it out, but it's still in there.
And do Arcana check.
Yes, you
I'm a
can.
large character.
Go ahead and roll an Arcana check. Does anybody else want to do anything while they're here? Nope.
16.
Are you sure she didn't like me?
You get a sense that I don't think that's quite possible. And if it is, you'd either be the luckiest person in the world,
Or the
or
unlucky.
you'd be the most unluckiest person in the world. Either way, it's
I
bad.
tried to tell
Oh,
you.
it's the luckiest.
So what you rolled a what?
16.
So 16. So Allie comes up to you
So love and
and
loss,
says, "I
then
find
she
this
never loved at all."
familiar." And then you say, "Wait a second. These stones are crystals that are usually mined out for illuminating pathways."
With a 21 strength check, can I push by this chick that sent us the wrong way and with the butt of my scythe go to smack it out?
No, why?
So you're gonna smack it out?
Yep.
Why?
Okay.
Like at the
Roll.
base.
Roll for a strength check.
21.
And 21.
21.
Okay, it pops out.
Can I roll to catch it?
Sure. You drop your scythe and and you roll to catch it.
Oh. What would that add to it? Like sleight of
Okay,
hand or
I want you to do me a favor. I want you do not have a gemstone proficiency in trying to get these out or a tinkering. So I want you to roll a straight dex check to see how well you get this thing out. And you get disadvantage. 'Cause
Natural one.
You're like really happy about that, it seems like.
You
All right.
Smash it.
So what happens is you get it out, and then when you drop it, or when you drop your scythe, you manage to catch it. But while you hit it, you kind of cracked it a little bit.
Uh-huh.
Did you really just?
That's my fucking...
Ew! Dude, no you didn't.
Yeah!
No you didn't. For
You
money?
just ate it a moonshine strawberry.
Not one, baby!
Just to let you all know that this is moonshine. 100% proof. There's strawberries in here. This guy just ate one.
For money?
No, it's a nat
No.
one.
So everyone that rolls a natural one, well, I guess not everyone. Anyone that wants to be involved, they get to eat one. Okay.
Yeah.
Game
So
on. Oh, God.
if Cal just starts rolling over, dying or puking, we know why. So
Oh my God.
at that point, it actually has a little crack in your hand.
Okay.
And when it does,
Those already
it
cracked, that's okay.
fades out.
Oh.
And when it does,
We have light spells.
it kind of turns to dust
Oh.
in your hand. And when it does, it kind of like blows and flies into your face. I need you to roll a con saving throw, please.
I have, I'm immune to disease, by the way, at this paladin level. That
Cool.
helps.
This ain't a disease.
Oh, what check?
Con.
Unnatural 20.
It's a death
Okay.
check.
You.
Get this shit out of my face!
And you just. You're fine.
Can
You're
I,
fine.
Yes.
Can I collect some of the dust? And can I collect some of the dust? Carefully?
If you'd like to, sure. How are you going to collect the dust?
I'm going to put it in my disgusting vial with his vomit.
How about a pouch instead?
How
I'm
to
just
what?
A little pouch.
No, I'm going to put it in the glass.
It's too late?
It's a
Okay.
circular glass jar. I'm making a disgusting grenade.
With your bare hand, right?
No, I have
We are
gauntlets.
gonna make some
Okay.
wonderful-
Sure. So you sweep it in and you mix it up with his vomit, and now you got crystallized vomit.
Hell yeah.
Little chunks of crystal in vomit, which is just
Wow.
now I'm thinking that the demon lord of fungi is not as disgusting as I thought she was.
Planning ahead.
And why do you think I'm hitting on it?
Oh wow. Okay, so at that point, you guys managed to travel. Oh, you rolled for. So you think that this is something that illuminates, and you think this is kind of gnomish. Whatever these stones are, this is gnomish of some sort. You just have that feeling.
Curious.
You're curious?
Well, I'm curious if it's gnomish.
All
I
right.
could recognize it as
Go
a
ahead.
gnomish.
Roll it because he points it out. Now you get advantage because now
history check, right?
yeah, you can do history,
Advantage.
history or arcana,
Ooh,
history or arcana.
I went from a 4 to a nat 1, so that's just going to be a 7.
All right, so
would you like a strawberry?
I'm good.
Okay.
yeah, so you
It's a rock there.
you
for
got
sure.
Would
so
you like an eyeball?
you just think it's like some sort of really pretty gemstone that you don't know what it is.
Shiny.
That was fucking glory.
Judging by what happened,
I want to roll.
you can anticipate from what happened is whenever if you do not properly take these out,
They explode.
it can no, it's not that they explode. It can affect you.
Okay.
You don't know what to say. It's kind of obvious at that point to everyone, really.
Yeah.
So at that point, you guys travel. Don't worry, we're gonna get ice in here, and it's gonna be nice and cool in here for the next time. So trust me. So you guys travel down a little bit further, and when you do, those gems start popping up more and more,
Don't touch it.
and they start illuminating light. So it almost becomes a little bit irrelevant that you really need a light source at any time because these kind of illuminate you. So you go down and down, and then you open up to a big open cavern that looks like a giant maze. And the best way to describe this is the labyrinth kind of deal. And I think that's a great place for us to take our break.
All right.
Thank you guys for joining us. We're going to be taking a break. Thank you. Stay tuned. It's going to be about 15 to 20 minutes for this break. We'll be coming back at around 4:15 to 4:20, so hang in there.
420 motherfuckers.
If you guys want to get caught up on our series, episode 1 through 5 is on my YouTube channel, which is Crazy Light, which is, I believe it's actually Crazy Space Light Bulb. So go ahead and check that out. It's called Noobs and Dice episode 1 or 1 through 5, whichever one you choose.
It is at Crazy Space Light Bulb all lower.
Yes.
Exactly.
So thank you guys so much. We'll be taking a break right now.
Can I say one thing?
Yes, say one thing.
I just want to say that if there's anything that you feel that we should improve on, let us know. We always like a good feedback. That way, we keep you guys entertained.
And I'll make sure I'll be getting my recordings right.
Yeah.
And
We'll
stop
make a
missing like the
alarm
first
for it.
30 minutes all the time. Anyways, thank you guys. We'll be right back.
brought some. Whatever.
Okay, ready? 1, 2, and...
The cat will be there in just a minute.
Your heart feedly dee, being a pirate is all right with me.
Hi guys, we are back.
Woo!
Need to turn that fan.
We'll be back.
Huh? No, it's coming off.
It's
It should
buffering.
be.
I think we're buffering.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm just kidding.
Didn't?
Yeah,
Kitten.
check it, like, cause it should be.
There we go.
Oh, it should be good. I guess we got a big delay then.
There we go. Oh, we do, because I'm still singing my pirates.
I'll fix it. Hold on.
Okay. I'm gonna turn.
I've been eating chips. Oh.
Now we're live.
Sorry, guys.
No, we're still out of the light.
That's fine.
Which is normal.
The good news is we have ice in here for the AC.
We are feel.
Yeah, this thing was clutch. If anything, it's circling the air between us three.
If anything, Dave can order like a couple more of those. One for that table, one for this table.
I'll pitch in to buy one.
They're
I'll
$30
bucks
on Amazon.
30?
30, yes.
Oh.
You can get the brand new one that came out, the Ultra, and they're $30. The portable Arctic Air Ultra times 2. They're great, but as long as you don't have to worry about people always bitch and complain. Oh, it doesn't cover up the whole room. It's not meant to cover up a
Just
freaking
put it on
room.
your face. No, because I was thinking
Tell Mom about
because
that.
our rooms are right
Like the
where the
hottest
sun
in the house,
hits.
because like we don't have like good like attic and like.
Yeah. Those are
place
like
in our house.
those are perfect. The Arctic Airs are perfect for like when you're going to sleep in a hot.
Exactly.
And going to sleep, put that on your desk, pointing at you. It's perfect. All right. So.
Sponsored, not sponsored.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we are back, and our players left off at a point in the cave where they ran across a good old demon lord, Queen of Fungi, and her lair. And thanks to Lothos and a couple of others, they managed to persuade her.
No. Thanks to the cat that was hitting on her.
Thanks to the cat that was hitting on her and making her uncomfortable enough, caused them to manage to escape without harm for the time being. But in doing so, trying to what are they? They were trying. She was asking them to try to figure out and stop what was draining the life essence out of her children. Anyways, back to where we started. They pretty much ventured on throughout the catacombs, or not the catacombs, the cave-like caverns of the Underdark, and they managed to come across a maze-like cavern.
Oh, great.
So we'll see how that goes. And now we can have some ambiance of music.
Yay!
Beyond.
So is
Okay,
this
Kitty
large
Cat's
enough
coming
to have Bob
It's so hard to do this with the roller.
stomping around?
Almost perfect. I think I might just get my small stool.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's the best.
It's only like 6 feet wide.
Alright. By the way, all music is on the Dungeons and Dragons soundtrack that I've been playing today, so if you do want that, just go to iTunes, get the Dungeons and Dragons soundtrack, you'll find it.
Is this large enough for Bob to be in?
Sure. Yes, it
I'd just
is.
like to say too,
The other question.
I haven't talked to him, but beer has been sponsored by Burning Beer.
Not a sponsor.
It's not a sponsor. Sorry. Beer's not a sponsor. Anyways, I've been drinking it. It's good shit. Look into it.
If they want to sponsor us, that would be great.
Give us a call.
Give us a call.
I'll talk to him.
Hit me up. Email me.
Another
Alright.
question, technical question.
Yes. What's your
Yes,
technical
Cal.
Okay,
question?
since I've made a bond with Feinstein,
Yes.
does it still take 10 minutes to summon him back?
Yes.
So anytime you summon him back, it's gonna
I believe so. Correct. Yes. So, I'm guessing that's what you guys are doing.
I have Kane
Where
already.
do you buy it?
Did you just automatically summon him, or
Jason,
As soon as you knocked out, I took time.
where
to
do you
summon
buy it?
him.
well,
What's that? I'm sorry.
Where do you buy it?
how do you it takes 10 minutes, doesn't it?
When they were all talking,
When he went to go.
I will let you do it when KO was carrying.
okay,
I'll do that
sounds good.
because that doesn't make any. That's a little bit. That would have changed the situation between the Demon Lord a lot.
Okay,
So anyways, so we last left off. You guys are at this catacomb. I keep wanting to say catacomb. This cavern-like maze, and you see twists and turns and everything. And you look like you're right on top of the maze, but it looks like it has 2 levels. And to get through this maze, it looks like you're gonna have to go jump down in there and wade your way through it.
Wade our way through it with liquid filled?
No.
Oh,
Is it the actual brewery?
it's moss filled.
Oh wow. Okay.
So, what are you guys gonna do? You guys come across this cavern
Where are we?
with stone walls. You do see more of those gemstones embedded into the walls, illuminating in random spots that kind of glow with a bright, clear light. Yes.
Are they only going one way?
Are they all glowing? No, they're everywhere.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So-
it's not like a flashlight.
It's not like a flashlight. It
It's like a
doesn't.
lantern.
Yeah.
No.
it-
Why am I?
It's not in one direction.
Right,
It's in
that's
every direction. They're everywhere.
We're above, so we're above looking down onto the maze? Is that what you're thinking?
Yes. Right now you're about maybe like 5 feet above, so you don't see a lot, and it's really hard to make out, but you see a good portion of it.
Don't make out anything like abnormal in the maze? That from this
With your dark vision, you really don't make out anything normal. It's just you see the top of the stone walls, and the stone walls are very jaggedy and very sharp looking. So you guess that it's not something you can want to climb on. Yes.
Can I shoot a fireball
Where do you want to fire the fireball at?
across the room?
Fire
Across? It's a
So,
pretty
like-
big room. Oh, what's your feet? What's the feet of it?
Oh fuck! I don't know.
150?
It's,
I think that's what it was with the lake.
oh yeah, I shot one at the lake, right? What was it? 150 feet? So
Okay.
it's just 150 feet till it says left. See if I can see anything.
Okay. So you let one off.
Yeah.
You fire it. This big ball, or about a ball the size of your fist of fire, just rolls down, goes on top, keeps going. About halfway, a little less than halfway, it ignites and explodes in the air. Because it's supposed to find purchase, or explodes at 100 feet, or I
Yeah.
believe it does.
Or you choose a point.
Yeah, choose a point. Yeah.
That's a point radius.
So pretty much, that's where you explode it. The fireball explodes down there, illuminating the whole entire room, even the ceiling.
Right.
You see all these. With this, a loud boom happens thanks to your fireball.
You're welcome.
It echoes throughout the whole entire cavern. You actually see a little bit of rocks tumbling from the ceiling. Bats kind of fly off into the darkness. And at that point, you listen, you look to see what's beyond the light. You can't really tell, but you think this could probably be around maybe 300 feet. This area can be around 300 to 400 feet. It's pretty big. Yes.
So since I did this, and we can see across the labyrinth now, what's on top of the walls? Is it like smooth?
No, it is actually jagged.
So
The
there's
walls
no way we can
themselves
walk
are
across?
actually pretty jagged and sharp.
There's no way we can walk across it.
You can try,
I'd rather not.
but I can't guarantee that your toes are going to be okay.
Yeah.
Do you two want to lead the way, stealth, looking for things? How do we want to approach this?
I
We
say
have
we
to
go
pass it.
left.
How do we go? If that doesn't bring anyone over, what's the point of being
Oh. You sure I was listening, did I hear it?
You just heard your explosion and how it echoed throughout the cavern,
No
and
movement, nothing.
no movement that you saw.
How do we want to proceed? What's
Huh?
our marching order?
I didn't hear anything.
No, you didn't really hear anything besides the boom and the couple of rocks that dropped from the ceiling from the stalactites. Right?
So, oh,
Yeah.
just to... I'm trying to wrap my head around this. As we were running, this was... There was no other places to, like, go left or right. This is just the straight way
When you go down, when you go down into the maze, there will be different areas.
I meant as we were running towards this destination.
No,
that
there
we're
is no other pathway.
Out of the demon's cavern, it bangs right, and then after a few hours, we've come to this.
And you guys roughly have spent around a good 6 to 7 hours in game since your last short rest.
So would we have gotten spells back?
No.
Okay.
You get spells back when you take a long rest. So you guys actually have to make camp at one point.
We should probably make camp.
Make it right here.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, we kind of.
Hey, how about you summon that mammoth and plug the hole? You out of spell slots?
Yeah.
How?
Well, when you summon a steed, that's one.
When you unsummon it, it's part of the spell.
And when you cure a disease plus restoration,
Ah,
it's another.
shit. Oh,
I guess we can make camp.
I'm down to make camp. Hey, Kane, you want to go up about a half a mile and just sit down in the way?
I'll go with them because I don't have to sleep.
With Kane?
Yeah.
Hop on.
Okay. Yeah.
Can't sleep.
Okay. So you hop on Kane, and Kane with his skeletal-like body takes you halfway.
I start stroking his
So what,
horns.
half a mile?
Just enough for them to us to hear if anything goes wrong.
That can be quite far away because this place echoes.
I start stroking his horns
Like a quarter mile, something.
Why are you stroking his horns?
Because he's petting.
Yeah.
It's not weird.
Okay.
He likes it. He's chill.
Wow.
Usually interesting.
Yeah.
He's a fiend. He's a fiend. And he would be very comfortable with Lothos.
All right. So, he's you got somebody who's stroke it, baby. So Lothos, you're stroking the horn and petting him, and he in your mind, you hear, "Oh gosh, this feels mighty good." Yeah.
Noted.
The equivalent of scratching hand ear.
Yeah. God, I had a horrible joke too. Anyways, so at that point, you guys, how many feet do you want to go in which direction when they go down into the maze?
Not the maze.
Well, there's no other way.
We're going
Oh, you
back.
want the back
Yeah,
way?
Yeah, I want
So you want them to go back?
If the Myconids come from them following us,
Okay.
I want that to be
All right.
sealed.
So you guys go back.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's going to be you and...
Okay. I'm staying at camp. I'm on my rest.
Oh, gosh. Who is Carrie Papastine?
Yeah.
Carrie Papastine is a dirty.
That's his wife.
He's like, go deep, yes. The back way.
No, he just saw an opportunity and he took it.
This guy, I swear. Oh, my gosh.
Carrie Papstein?
Carrie Papstein. Or Stein.
That's his wife.
Oh, that's your wife?
In my hand. Yeah, that's my sister. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Sister or what?
It's my wife.
What are the
That's what? Keep watching it.
what are the walls in the maze?
Go, sis.
Stone.
What are the they are stones. Stone, like pure solid stone, almost like it was carved out like this.
Because we're done.
So you guys travel back about,
Level.
I'll say,
200 feet.
I'm gonna tell Kane to let Lothos make
I'll say about 200 feet.
Okay.
She says hi.
Hi.
So you guys go about 200 feet back, and you guys are within range to kind of yell out anything, and you guys just plop there and you keep watch. At that time, everybody else is taking a long rest at
Can I
this point.
set, before I go down to long rest, can I set some rope as just a pretty obvious, but maybe it'll trip somebody up as a tripwire?
Sure, go
across the
ahead and
precipice?
roll a survival check for me.
16.
Okay, 16. It's all right. Sturdy.
Cool.
You'll trip someone if somebody doesn't notice it.
Okay. That's fine by me. I just want
All right.
something.
So at that point,
And then I'll collect it
everybody's.
after the long rest.
Is anybody going to take watch where you are, or no?
I'll take first watch since I set it up. I'll be like, hey guys.
Because we have Jinx as one.
I'm
As
full up on everything. I mean, we only have
so we have Jinx, and then maybe you, since you have to trance. So that works out. So everybody else can get a good rest.
Sure.
All right. So You're over there because you can't sleep, so you're taking watch. As what you think might be night, you have no clue because you're in the Underdark. You don't know if it's daytime or nighttime. You guys take a good night's sleep. You guys manage to regain your spell slots, whatever you guys are missing at the time. And when doing so, I need you to roll a perception check. And I need you to roll a perception check.
Oh, I should have done something else.
Oh, I paused it.
Nah, you can do it in the morning when you wake up.
23.
That would have been to help us stealth.
Perception?
Yes, perception, please.
Oh.
22.
15.
15? Okay. 22. You, when you're looking down the path, you don't notice anything. Nothing comes to your mind. But your vision goes completely black.
Oh.
And when your vision goes black, you try to look around, you see nothing but darkness around you. It's almost like you went blind. You have no idea why. You look and you try to find Kane. Kane is nowhere to be seen. And you keep looking and you keep looking. I'll come back to you in a moment. You. Good old Dimitri. Good old Gray. So, you keep watch and nothing comes near you. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. But you hear something in the distance. With your half-elf ears, you listen intently, and when you do, you hear a slight hissing in the background in your ear, and you think it's a snake, but you don't hear slithering that comes along with it or anything, and every once in a while you hear like a pile of stones in the distance, but it seems far away, but you're making it out, but it's not close to you, so you're not worried about it. Whatever it is, it's coming from the maze.
From the maze.
From the maze. Alright.
So,
Everybody gets a good night's sleep. Peaceful dreams. You don't dream of Genie, I can tell you that. So, you are approached by something. You don't know what the hell it is, and I'm grabbing the wrong book.
can I talk to it?
Huh?
Can I talk to it?
You don't. Right now, how it comes off to you, comes off like a flame in the distance. When you see it, and it's far away, almost like it's a mile away, like a little street light. And it comes towards you, and it gets brighter and brighter.
Okay.
When it does, I want to see if I can use this. Nope, not that one. Let's see. Sorry, get in the mood. As you... No, it's not. Correct.
Mentally, no.
Oh yeah, mentally you're calm.
So, you see in the distance this flame come towards you. And when this flame comes towards you, let me turn it down. It gets bigger, and when you see this flame, it starts sprouting bat wings. and it's coming from behind the flame. And as it does, you see coming from the flames itself, this skull, this jagged, pointed skull with horns twisted around the front ends, comes towards you. And that's all you see. The body is completely made of flame, but you see the bat-like wings and the skull. And coming from the eyes, more flames. And it just stares at you. And it tells you,
Use my hand. Use it for your purposes until I need you.
this low, guttering growl shakes you through your core. You get flashes of flames and sparks going right in front of your face. It causes what you call your evil devilish pupils to shrink and open in weird ways, and you're just... And at that point, you're temporarily blinded for a good 6 seconds. And then all of a sudden, you look around, you're back where you are. You see Kane right next to you. But the split moment you see Kane, you always notice that he had a little bit of a necrotic aura around him. But for that split second, when your eyes started clearing up, you could swear that he was consumed in flames. And then he looks normal again. And that's pretty much all you see.
Nice.
At that point, everybody wakes up. You guys are fully rested. You have all your spell slots back. You have half your hit dice back that you did use. And now you're back where you came. You're back at the start of the maze. I'm guessing you return.
I return.
After a certain amount of time, keeping track of the hours as you return, you meet up with Dimitri, being awake and on watch. Everybody else wakes up, feeling refreshed.
When Call wakes up, he's going to take a small piece of the pillowcase, the white pillowcase that Lily gave him of the strips,
Mm-hmm.
and he is going to tuck it inside of his gauntlet.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
Just take a
I'm
second.
gonna walk over to Dimitri and go like, how'd your watch go?
My watch went well, but there was a strange sound I heard coming from the cat. I wasn't very sure what it was, but it sounded like a slight hiss.
Interesting.
How about you?
Snakes?
I don't know about snakes. I didn't hear any slithering, but I just heard a huge hiss. How'd your watch go?
Oh, fine, nothing happened.
Good to hear.
Yeah.
So, as you guys wake up, you guys are a little bit hungry.
Berry.
Mark a level. Actually, I'm going to tell you this because this is what my friend Matt does. If he has an extra spell slot before he goes to bed,
Okay.
he casts it
Got it.
so that it crosses over because it lasts for 24 hours.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
So you regain all those spell slots. So I'll say you did that
Awesome.
because it's a great function and it's a great way to use good berry. So everybody gets a good berry, including Allie.
I'm not going to eat mine.
You're not going to eat yours.
I have
I have
extras. You can
mushrooms.
eat it.
I have mushrooms. I'm going to keep it.
Okay, so you keep the good berry.
It disappears.
After 24 hours, I got 16 hours left.
So at that point, you kind of eat some of your rough, leathery mushrooms, and drink some of the water that's in there. And you all have some water, fresh water, so you guys can slurp down on it. You guys are feeling refreshed, and now all you guys have is the maze in front of you.
Lily gave me the extra berries. I have 3 berries.
Just trying to get him because there's 8
Okay.
of us because with Allie.
Okay.
And he
I'll keep
won't,
track of the time.
he won't eat.
Something doesn't feel right.
Well, I agree. We've been in this hellscape for a long time, and if Dimitri heard hissing, if there's going to be something
I'm
that's
gonna move my 30 feet. My normal movement.
Okay.
I'm gonna check this out.
You're gonna check things out.
Something doesn't feel right.
Okay.
I'm gonna crush.
Are you going down into the maze or no?
Just at the beginning of the maze.
Well, you're pretty much at the beginning of the maze.
Okay, so I'm gonna move a little. I'm not gonna move too far away from the party, just far enough to where I can check things out.
Okay. So you go down the path. It's a small slope down. You can get down easily to the start of the maze. And you look in, and you go about 15 feet in, and you can still see the party up top with perfect eye view, 30 feet away. And you look around, and to your eyes, you don't see much. You still see the gems that are sticking out of the wall, the clear gems, and you see just a little bit of like wet dripping coming from the ceiling. Nothing too crazy.
I'm gonna go stealth.
Go ahead and roll for stealth. You try to be sneaky and quiet.
18.
18. Alright.
I'm gonna recommend to the group that I'm gonna get back on call. I mean, I'm Kane, by the way. I'm gonna recommend to the group that if anything were to ambush us, that if they are next to me, I have a plan that I might be able to set off or buy us some time if anything were to attack us. So if they want to stand by me, they're more than welcome.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask everybody to wait 10 minutes.
Okay.
So can we like see down into the maze a
I'll
little
bring it
bit?
up the rear.
Or
Alright.
can we
Sounds good,
can we see down like into the maze?
Can you see down into the maze?
Or yeah, like how are
You
we-
can see a little bit from where you're at, kind of close corridors, but where he is, the maze starts off with a slight 15-foot like slope, and at that point, it's a path leading to the left, and that's all you see.
Well, my question is how tall are the walls of the maze?
The walls are about 15 feet tall, roughly where you were sleeping.
How tall is Bob Thunderfoot?
He's like 11, 12 feet.
So then with you on top, you're about...
This cavern is pretty open on top,
Hell yeah.
so you can.
7 feet 10 inches.
You see over the
So-
front wall.
Standing.
You see Bob, and Bob's like, "Well, shit, I can't believe I'm back here now, damn near. Finally, some of this place where I'm not crammed down and like a good old freaking bucket of chicken. I'm all out and I'm all feeling good about myself."
Dear God, it's Colonel Sanders.
We don't know what we're getting into every day, so.
such a
You don't know what you're getting into without a $5 meal. That's right, you get biscuits, gravy, and you get a good old-fashioned corn and some good old chicken.
I would kill somebody
Not sponsoring it at all.
to eat some chicken right now.
such a majestic creature. 'Cause I can't understand.
No, you can't understand it. You just see this, and it's this big, majestic, white, brownish-looking mammoth.
Wow.
That's all tall
So,
and beautiful and
me and
divine.
Bob were actually speaking in Elven.
Well, it's telepathic.
telepathic.
Yeah.
That's I don't even know how to do redneck and
choose
telepathic.
You have to choose a language.
Okay, then yeah. So you're speaking Elven to each other.
Sure.
Oh, good.
Well, if you two can just cheat this thing and look above.
I can talk to Bob.
Oh, it gains the ability
Well,
to
Bob's
understand.
telepathically.
So when I
Ability
talk to
to
Bob, he
understand
talks
one
back to
language of
me.
your choice.
He
It's
doesn't
also-
speak out loud. He only speaks telepathically.
It's a link.
It's a
It
link.
also gains the ability to understand one language of your choice that you speak.
Yeah. So he can understand Elven, but he can't speak it
Right.
because he only speaks to you telepathically.
Understand any of us? Speaking common?
Oh, that's a good
What's up?
point.
Oh, sorry. I was
No,
saying
no.
you can understand.
Yeah, he can understand you. Yeah, if you speak when you speak it, yeah.
It's common.
Well,
Yeah.
what
Okay.
I was saying, if you two want to take the front, I mean, if anything were to attack us from the front, you guys would be able to deal with it fine. And you can kind of see over. You might give us a small advantage on getting through this maze.
No, I don't disagree.
Oh, God damn it, boss. You gonna let him talk to you like that, man? He's like full on just telling you what to do now.
We're better suited bringing up the rear.
All right, if that's the interests you like.
That's right, man. We always on top, me and you, man. We go straight out, man.
That's
I want to disagree. I think you should be about center.
You're not gonna be able to see
No,
past.
I was, yeah.
How wide are the?
It doesn't matter. We want.
I'll say for purposes of your mammoth, it is 10 feet, so he can get by. He's squeezing by, but he's there. But top wise, he doesn't have a problem. Height wise, he doesn't have a problem.
Is he like
He
locked
wants
in
to go
where
between his
like,
legs every
nobody
once
can
in a
get
while.
past him?
No, I mean Lily can get past him easily, right underneath between the legs.
Yeah, but like a normal sized person like this guy.
No, it would be a real
It'd be like
maneuver. It'd be like difficult terrain in half your movement if
What
that
about
was the
me?
case.
We're bringing up
You
the
same,
Go through, like,
because you're a medium creature.
We're bringing up.
Like I said,
Bomb can't
I don't
rotate.
want to cock block people trying to get by.
I'm going in front.
All right,
I'd like to bring up the front as well.
all right. So we got Lothos and Dimitri up front.
I'll
go in the middle.
We got what?
Colin Kane will go in the middle.
I'll go front.
Colin
I'll
Kane
go
in the
mid.
middle.
I go mid.
I go mid.
Mid.
Do any of you
Are
want
you
to-
going rear or mid?
Me and the coward.
Well, we only have so many spots in the mid. So are you going in the rear?
I'm riding
Yeah,
on the rear.
Okay, so you're
like
following
saying
up,
rear.
and
You wanna-
basically at this point,
Back door.
Bob's ass is blocking anything
We are
that comes
the
by.
butt
Yeah.
and back door.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it's you got this little big elephant ass just sticking out, this mammoth ass, and then you're front. So you're roughly around behind these two, and you got these guys and then Bob's. Yeah. So at that point, you guys travel through, and when you guys look around, you guys see something unusual. You guys see a silhouette of something up ahead of you. Because what happens is you take a left, and it goes down for a ways, and it goes back to right. And when it does, there's a path that keeps going straight and a path that goes right. With that, you see something unusual, a silhouette. You can't really make it out from where you're at. Actually, Lothos can, because Lothos has that stupid sight. Yeah, because it's 120, right? Yep. Yeah, so I gotta remember that. Lothos, you can actually make out from the distance, from being point and head. Yes.
My dark vision is 90 as well.
Oh, because you're a
Half the plus I
well,
have plus 30 feet for dark vision.
okay, that's good. Oh, good to know. Okay, so you both can see this as you get closer. You see it before he does, but when you see it, it's a humanoid figure of some sort. It's when you look at it, it looks like a drow, but it's not moving.
Oh god.
What?
Why? Why are you hating me? I didn't do anything. I didn't do shit.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
You walk up to it and you see this drow just like this, just a holding figure with a facial expression, just that, and he's just frozen in place in stone.
Stone?
And,
Fuck, he's petrified. Do
so
we know
guys,
the petrified status as characters?
so let me clarify.
You know that these, you don't know for sure what happened.
Okay, but
Is
there's
he
stone.
Yeah.
is he petrified or petrified in stone?
He is literally,
He's literally a rock.
he is literally
Like-
turned to stone.
Like
Oh,
a
true stone.
Medusa-fied.
Yes.
Oh.
That's a great way to put it.
Oh.
That's what I'm worried about.
So
I'm going to...
question.
Sir, what's your question?
Sensei!
In my
3rd grade.
dark education, can I try to assess what manner of creature or creatures can actually turn people to stone?
Sure, try.
Ooh,
Roll a nature check.
ooh, I like that.
And anybody else who has a nature skill can do this as well.
Does it have to be nature?
Yes.
14.
18.
18? Okay. He has nature? 19? Okay. What'd you get? 20?
14.
Oh, 14? Okay, you got 14 as well? Okay, so you can't pertain anything that could possibly do this. It's neither demonic to you or devilish that you could think of. you can't really pertain to this as well. You've never seen anything like this. You're trying to make it out, but you're not 100% sure. You two, on the other hand, immediately look at each other and say one word. From what he said, from what Dimitri said about hissing, and you say basilisk to each other.
I forgot the hissing.
So,
That's what I was going for.
Can I ask a kind of meta question?
okay, there's no meta in here, but sure.
If
Like
there-
Snaky Boy, Loser
Is it
Boy.
yeah? Is it like
Basilisk.
the
Like
the
Harry
lizard?
Potter basilisk or like
Harry Potter or actual
IRL
biological?
Harry Potter is a bullshit basilisk that is not a
Yeah,
snake.
Okay.
Because they're usually
A
like.
basilisk is a lizard.
Okay.
Yeah.
Basilisk
Yeah,
is a
IRL
lizard, and
basilisk
it'll
is a
always be a damn lizard.
Right.
I don't know why they made it into a
Because
fucking
Slytherin-
snake.
Beautiful.
Slytherin, the air Slytherin's a snake. That's why it's a
Beautiful.
snake.
I was just making sure because the basilisk is cool. See my San Diego Zoo, run across water. It's cool. Got it. Thank you. That's why we didn't hear any fucking Slytherin.
Right.
Oh, are we frozen?
It's buffering.
It's
Oh, it's
buffering on our
buffering?
end. It's fine. There we go. Yeah, it's just buffering on our end.
Oh, it did.
And now we drop it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it did.
It disconnected.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, way to go.
I'm sorry.
It's saying that we're reconnecting right now.
That's okay. Is everybody off of Wi-Fi?
Yeah.
I've been on since we started.
This is the problem that we've been coming across.
The recording's still okay though, right?
The recording's fine,
Okay.
besides my screw up of earlier.
I mean, yeah.
Basilisks are bad.
Yeah.
Okay, we should be back up. Okay, we're back up. Cool.
Okay, so what do Lothos and who else rolled high for that?
That would be it would be Elderwin and Lily.
Okay.
Basilisk.
What can they tell
Good
us?
God, I'm. Oh,
You know what make you feel better? Go get me some more chips and guacamole.
Well, what's happening is the
Wow.
cool air is rising into the hot air, which is causing humidity, and it has nowhere to escape.
true.
But that has nothing to do with the game.
So,
We got a basilisk on our
actually, it could be it's humid in the underground.
Well, that's hey, we're fitting in.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
There we
open up
go.
the door just for a
It's
sec.
4D!
Sorry, I gotta open up the
So,
door. Oh my gosh, it's nice.
Oh, dude, you didn't have to do that.
No, I'm gonna so that you guys can get chips up for a little bit. Sorry, guys, it is like.
No.
Anyway, what does the what
Whatever you
did
guys wanna
they
do,
tell
I
us
don't
about
care.
Basilisk?
Yeah, how much do I know about basilisk?
Okay, why don't you roll on? Well, you got a nature check, so yeah. Let me
See how much we actually know?
let me get the player's handbook real quick.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, just for a little bit because it's really hot in here.
IRL feature.
Can you get Rocky to stop barking?
Lacey, can you shut the door,
Dave.
please?
David, can you grab a couple Mountain Dews, please?
All right.
You put it right there is what I'm saying.
Sorry, guys. We needed to open up the door because we were dying in here. I know the sound's probably a little different. You may hear dog barking, but
No,
They're
we'll
adorable
stop
dogs.
them.
Grab
okay.
one more, please.
I love you, Greg.
Or Greg, can you be nice and grab me a Mountain Dew? A cold one. There's no cold
I think that's the one thing we're gonna invest in. We're gonna invest in like a portable AC unit that we can actually stick on the door and have it blow in. No, if you get the right one, it'll actually be very quiet. It's just expensive. It's like $300 to $400 to get one.
Sorry, guys.
Hey,
We have no
guys.
insulation in this house.
Help us out.
Oh no, it's because it's simple weather physics. We're blowing cold weather up into hot weather, causing humidity, and it has nowhere to go,
In the wintertime, it's freezing as fuck up in here.
which would be awesome. But
Yeah.
we're literally blowing ice cold air up
Yeah.
into hot air.
We're opening the door. Trust me.
We'll keep the dogs down.
Thanks, Carrie.
You're the best.
Okay.
Appreciate you.
I know, because I
So-
like to hear you guys talk about how deep it is.
Yeah, you do. You like me stroking them horns, don't you?
You were like,
Don't lie.
Are we not on stream now?
Oh yeah, we are. We're on stream, so they hear everything.
Everyone's watching.
watch out for Ginger. she's on there too now.
Uh-oh.
Oh god.
Yeah, we got like about 4 new people that just subscribed.
Yeah.
So we're doing great.
Just be
Okay.
a little bit more entertaining.
Uh-huh.
It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Like I said,
We're making it entertaining for you guys by laughing.
Oh,
Once we figure out what this creature is, we'll get to the skull crushing.
yeah. Actually, I'm gonna kick this on.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna kick this back on.
Yeah.
So.
We'll just talk louder if we need to.
Yeah.
I think that's good. No, I think the door opens fine.
Door
It's already
open is
fit.
gonna help a lot.
So, all right. So, at that point, both Elderwin and Lily, you guys know about these are adaptable predators. Basilisk side thrive in tropical, usually tropical or temperate climates. Their usual layers are really caves. Explain this. Basilisks are usually more encountered underground, which you can kind of assume. And you know that, judging by the drow, you know that they have sort of an ability which is called gaze by stone. And with this, if any of you attempt to look at a basilisk, one glance could possibly petrify you.
Okay, so you know how we covered our mouths with those like masks that we made? We didn't put those over our eyes, so that's gonna be.
You can't see.
Yeah, that's.
How about,
yes.
how about we just don't look at it?
Well,
you can do that. I can tell you right now, you're still not gonna cover your eyes, but you do whatever you want to do.
I prefer to see.
Alright. But I say we press forward.
Question. Oh wait. Hey, dudes that know about this creature and
Oh yeah.
stuff.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. Does it have any other abilities that you know of, i.e. being able to suck the life out of people? Now, would they know that?
I don't think so.
No, they don't think that creature is not possible of doing something like that.
Usually not.
Usually, what happens is when a basilisk gazes on somebody, it's usually because after that they usually eat it and eat the stone for nourishment.
Interesting.
So this is not the creature we're looking for.
It's just an obstacle.
Right.
Well,
You don't have to.
Let's find it and kill it.
I'm down.
There might be multiple.
I think these eyeballs might be the actually most useful eyeballs we find out of this adventure.
All right.
I agree.
So, shall we turn right?
That's
Well,
Oh yeah.
How many people are blindfolding themselves?
oh hell no.
Question.
Yes.
Is my gauntlet shiny?
You're gonna mirror this? I don't know if I had a mirror.
It's a little bit.
I'm
Like,
having,
metallic.
if I were to do this, could I see reflection?
I'm having Kane look for me.
I would say no, because the way it's shaped and everything,
Okay.
it's really more demonic looking and dark.
Like all jaggedy and shit?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. Just making sure, trying new things.
No, it's all right. Hey,
Yes.
I'm all there for you.
I'm blindfolding myself, but I'm having Kane constantly tell me what he's saying.
Okay, so
I'm also blind.
so you're blindfolding
Same
yourself
here.
and Kane's. You're seeing through Kane.
Yes. And I'm
Or-
telling him if he sees anything,
Can you see through Kane, or does he tell
he's
you?
telling me.
Okay.
But it's telepathic, so it's kind of instantly kind of thing.
Are you doing the same thing, Kiowa?
Oh, no, I don't want to use
Actually, I'm not gonna blind.
And I'm gonna whisper super
gonna
quietly
put my gaze.
to Lily. I'm gonna be the middleman of what Kane is saying. If you
Please,
want
yes,
to.
please.
The
blindfold
question
yourself.
is
Yes.
do we even know where this basilisk is at?
No.
That's the
Judging by your
problem.
knowledge, it could be anywhere because not only do they burrow underground,
They can go on the ceiling.
they can crawl. They're basically like lizards.
I am so going stiff.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm actually pulling my hood over my head and looking down, but following footsteps. Like,
Okay.
I am going to cast Aid, and the small pillowcase shard that I have is going to disintegrate. I am going to say,
please help us get through this in order to find a more worthy opponent. And Elderwind, myself, and Kane, and Lily are going to get 5 temporary hit points.
All right. So,
Are we all doing stealth?
Add that 5 temporary hit points.
do you guys all want to go stealth? Is that what we're doing? Trying to be quiet and stealthy throughout this?
Absolutely.
Bob?
If we can bypass this whole labyrinth without
so
being in
the good thing is,
Absolutely.
if you're riding your mounts, your mount is rolling stealth for you, not
you.
not you.
That's actually good.
Feet are great.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't you just
Oh, it's okay. Do you have the stats of it?
Did you not make a D&D Beyond?
Wow,
Just so you
rub
know.
it in. All right.
Shit.
Just to let you know, I rolled for stealth. I got a 26.
Okay, so we got.
Beans.
That's what I'm talking
Holy
about.
chocolate starfish,
He doesn't
Batman!
have stats for stealth. He has stats for dex.
Okay, so here's what I need somebody to do. Somebody grab out their phone for a calculator.
Got it.
Okay.
Hell yeah, man.
Okay, so Matt, grab the calculator.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay. What did you get for stealth?
That's alright.
Can't you go back?
Your reactions to other people's rolls are uncanny.
I love it.
I just gotta figure it
Do I need to
out.
roll hit dice for this?
What?
Do I need to roll hit dice?
What do you mean?
I
hit
did.
that? No, you take the base. You take the base for hit points.
He's talking about his.
Mammoth, I know.
Oh.
The mammoth has base.
What'd you get, Greg?
The mammoth has base, and then it has parentheses. You're always going to take the base.
Okay.
Okay.
24. Okay.
We got 16.
24 plus 16.
I got it.
26.
Wait, if I'm on the mount,
She's on Kane.
Are you on king too?
Yeah, she's on the back of Kane because she's so tiny.
Okay, then that eliminates her.
Okay.
What did your mammoth roll?
2.
2.
Oh, fuck.
3.
What did your character roll?
15.
Bye, guys.
15, and Allie rolled a 12.
That's alright.
And so divide that by
Divide that by
1, 2, 3,
7.
4,
No
5,
Lily,
6,
no
7.
Lily.
no, I'm still existing. No,
Yeah,
on
but
the
you don't
mount.
count for the.
Our average stealth roll
This
was
side of the table is okay.
14.
Okay.
Not the worst. You son of a.
All right. So with the 14 group stealth, you guys managed to.
You could put in your saber-tooth cat idea, and we probably would be fine.
14. Really? 26.
There is find greater speed once we get higher. We can up our. Oh, I may or may not have.
I got a big head
Yes.
and little arms. Somebody didn't think this through.
So you guys managed to move half your movement. You guys are all quietly moving throughout the thing. Now every once in a while, it's a little bit of a difficulty. I should have had Bob roll disadvantage, but for this, I'm gonna say Bob needs to roll a dexterity check
Oh no.
to try to maneuver because you actually find more statues.
Oh, so you have to move around
3.
them?
So while doing this, Bob, with his mammoth-like feet, attempts to just maneuver as much as he can around these statues because you start seeing different types of statues. Some look like bald gnomes. Some look there's more humanoids. Some you see like an adventurer with a backpack and everything. It's all frozen.
See, oh man, the Batman. You see a bat?
You see certain creatures every once in a while. You'll see like a big bat that's on the ceiling on the perch that's frozen. You keep going, and you guys are slowly making your way, and you don't hear anything. Nothing. You seem pretty good. No hissing throughout your knowledge. I do need, and you guys make it a good 100 feet. Now, here's what happens. The path goes straight, but has a turn, a right turn. You can make the choice of going straight or taking a right.
Straight
Right.
is kind of like left.
I would like to look for tracks near the pass.
I think we should go
Okay.
straight.
Go ahead and roll a survival check.
It's like left, so we should go straight.
Straight never leads anywhere but straight.
right, straight.
Survival.
It's more left
6.
than it is right.
But it's straight.
6, you really can't find
Why
any
the
tracks to your
fuck
knowledge.
are you
You're
arguing?
trying, but it seems like
Was I not right
whatever
last
tracks
time?
you find, they go towards the statue. So it's really not
I
helping.
can't counter trace like what's those from?
No.
Alright, let's
that-
take a vote.
Oh,
Who wants
gosh.
to go straight? Who wants
Ginger
to
Girl is saying, lick that plate, Elderwin. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, this got graphic. Alright. Whew. So at that point, you guys travel. I need Bob to make one more dexterity check.
Jesus Christ.
Now I think she needs to come in and bring me a cupcake.
Bob just like, God damn it, man! I can't seem to get around here, man. I got damn statue. Oh shit, Bob! And you just like right underneath you, you see like this little like dire rat that's frozen in place. That's a little bit bigger. Just gets stomped on and crushed. When it does, it makes a loud echoing noise.
Which way are you going?
Yeah, which way did you guys go? Did you guys?
We didn't decide
I'm
yet.
just following the group.
I know, but which way are you guys going? You guys going straight or you guys going right?
Straight's
I
kind
think
of like
we all
left.
should roll for it.
I think straight's kind of like
Okay,
I'm down
I
with that.
will
Whatever
roll
desire.
Direction straight is left.
300. Anything 40 and below, we go straight, or right. 50 and above, we go straight. You ready?
Hundreds?
Yeah, I got it right here.
Just roll it.
50, we go right.
Okay,
Oh, no, hold on. You
Oh no,
roll
we go
on that
straight.
shit.
We go straight.
he's making the decision.
You're making a decision?
Yeah, 50 and
Go
above,
straight?
we go straight.
I'll go straight.
I'll go straight.
So you guys managed to go straight, and as you guys do, Bob tries his best to avoid these statues as much as he can. He's just so pissed off. He's like, I don't know why you summoned me, so I had to stand there stomp on all this shit. I'm just so.
Okay, Bob, you just kick whatever's in your way.
Meanwhile, Majestic.
I like that better, man. So he just goes like this, and he just starts like thrashing all these things out of his way. You see bodies get like just destroyed. You see elven gnome bodies just
Causing
shattered.
as much fucking noise as you want. So that's awesome. Stealth is nothing
Nobody's
now.
ever done that before.
Maybe for this guy. Not for this guy.
So at that point,
You wanna go stealth as well.
who has the highest? Who is trained in perception, and what's your wisdom modifier?
Mine's low.
Plus 4.
Okay, +4,
Plus five.
+5.
I would have a total of plus 4.
Okay,
Wisdom's a little bit proficient.
Perception.
just tell me what your perception is.
+3.
+3.
Plus
2.
He's not trained in it that way.
Okay, that's fine.
He is. Wait, he is. +3.
So, okay, but you have no wisdom,
Plus
Plus 1
five.
wisdom.
so you have 4
My
total.
wisdom.
I'm 4 total.
Are you asking for passive
Plus
perception?
five.
Okay. Next, Elderwin, what's yours?
I see perception.
Yeah, just perception.
I got +3.
Okay. You should be trained in it, so you should have 3 plus your wisdom modifier. What is that?
My wisdom modifier?
Yeah.
My wisdom.
Oh, is wisdom modifier 0? Okay. And what is yours?
For my perception.
Yeah, for your perception? 2? Okay. So, you're, you don't, you have a 15 for your wisdom? Or your score in
Yes,
total?
15.
Okay.
Although.
So, at this point, Kiowa,
Actually,
you hear, coming from behind you, you hear hissing. And it is getting louder and louder.
Someone just had to make a fucking
So,
Like, hey guys, they're behind us.
I'm gonna
Is it
run.
coming from behind us?
you're gonna run? Yeah, it's coming from behind you guys. So you.
So his big fat
That's
ass
fine.
is blocking us.
And I'm gonna tell Bob.
Unless they
There's
bite
no
his
eyeballs
butt.
back there.
Just
In
start
the way.
fighting on them.
Don't turn
Are,
around.
are you
Bob.
leaving him
realize
there?
Huh?
Are you leaving him there?
You realize this thing can climb up the wall and over Bob.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, well, we're
we're gonna hear where it is then.
I'm running. I'm already
Does it
gone.
look like there's anywhere with a clearing? Like
Does it look
anywhere
like
we
it-
can maneuver?
I mean, you can have Bob make the turns. It's going to be a little difficult for Bob to make a U-turn, but you'd have to kind of stomp a little bit and try to U-turn and just turn the other way. But
Yeah,
it'll take
I'll have to stomp around.
it'll take about like 12 seconds, or it'll take a little bit longer. It'll take about a minute for him to turn around, right? So at that point, Bob tries to turn around, and he's trying his best. And God damn it, Bob! You're all trying to tell me to turn around here, man. I'm so sick of this shit. You're trying to tell me to go one way. Now I gotta back up and go the other way. There's no place for my fat ass.
Relax, buddy.
I'm so, you
We
know.
got shit coming at us, so we gotta face it. We ain't getting away.
I'd rather poop on the ass.
You're gonna fight it?
So
What are we gonna do? Let it run up on us and turn us to stone?
I say leave Bob there, blocking the way, while we hightail it, because we're gonna at least get a few
we're gonna
seconds
abandon
on it.
somebody else like you do, scuzzy piece of shit.
It's your
I'm
fault.
going
Bob died
to-
anyway.
I'm going to
so
rip-
we're gonna might as well let him die again.
I'm going to pull out of my component. Oh Jesus, his name is Bob. I'm going to pull out of my component patch, rip out a small piece of my now obsolete holy book. I'm going to rip out a small piece of paper and put it back in the gauntlet where I had that piece of linen. I'm just going to leave it there.
okay. So at that point, what's the goal here?
Are you really expecting to fight this thing?
I wouldn't be too opposed to it. I would love some eyeballs for my friend here.
Are you
Well,
okay?
shit.
So you guys got to tell me what's your plan. What's going on here?
I want to find some place that we can fuck this thing up.
It's all corridors.
I'm gonna have
We can
Bob
fuck this shit
stop,
up.
and we're gonna be quiet for a second and listen. If he sees anything coming and he can make a 20-foot run at it, he's gonna charge it.
Or with you on it?
Gore attack.
Okay.
With you on it.
Yep.
All right.
I'm just gonna close my eyes and hold the ride.
Okay.
Jesus!
I think you wait.
Can I see? You have the card on you, the steed card, or
Absolutely,
Okay.
my friend.
Then
Actually,
I'm
you
gonna,
know-
I feel it. I think we should attack this. I really think we should attack
so then I'm gonna be like hell, you get all the fun, and I'm gonna stand right behind him.
Are we within? So like, how close are we
this. You
congregating?
guys gonna have like.
You said this thing is
We're in a corridor, like, we don't really have a choice.
You said this thing is celestial,
Yeah.
so you can see right through it.
Can't
Oh my
see
God,
through it.
can you?
It just looks celestial.
That would be cool.
What's the difference?
Celestial.
It's glowing.
It's glowing.
It's glowing.
It looks
It's not
fucking shiny.
transparent.
It looks badass.
okay?
Are we going into combat?
Alrighty,
I told you
interesting.
I'm
How
gonna be back.
close are we congregated
I just gave
to
him the
each
fun
other?
statement.
Say what?
How close are we like congregated to each other?
You guys are probably like it's a 10-foot corridor, so you guys are roughly like side by side, except for Bob. Bob's taking up two whole slots, pretty much inch by inch.
Yeah, because he's a 2x2 on
Yeah,
the square
so-
map.
Here's what happens: when Bob turns around, he goes.
Here, for a chaser.
So when Bob turns around, he sits there and waits. You're sitting there and you're waiting. Okay, what is everybody doing? I need everybody to tell me exactly
I'm
what they're
right behind Bob.
You're right. You move right behind Bob. Next is what else?
Question.
Yes.
No, I just before we get this is like an off-table thing because I don't know.
Okay.
Since he's a summoned animal, does he turn to stone or does he unsummon?
You don't know. Fuck. All right. So
I could walk the whole
next,
fucking thing.
I'm standing behind. Fucking damn it.
I mean, you can roll an Arcana check to know what the spell does.
What?
Yeah, I'll do
spell?
it.
The petrified one, I'm guessing.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. So you know that when he summons Steed, even though it's a celestial, it acts like a regular beast or like a regular,
So it
Pure-
becomes stone.
so it can.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Well, that's fine, because then he can just unsummon it.
That's okay, because we're blindfolded.
At that point, so everybody else is blindfolded, right?
Yeah.
I'm still in the front. I'm having Kane look at me.
I'm
looking
still
at the
looking
front.
down.
Okay. So
I don't know
Kane's.
what Lily's doing.
I'm not blindfolded.
It's
You're
just
not
it's a straight
blindfolded.
knob.
Okay,
So
where do you
behind us
want
is
to
a
be?
straight path, right?
I'm actually I'm going to run back to
Yes,
where
we're in a
Leo
straight
is, and I'm
hallway.
going to actually hop up onto his mammoth to see if I can get a better clear of what's
Okay,
coming
so
to
he's
us.
going to join you on top of the mammoth, and he's going to look to see if he can get a better scoop. Okay. Next, okay, so you guys are blindfolded. Are you guys following up behind them or what?
I'm behind the mammoth.
Are we still
Okay,
going
so everybody's going behind the
Instructions
mammoth
to
at
the
this
Bible.
point.
I'm looking forward with Kane.
So my instructions to Bob Thunderfoot is if he gets a glimpse of a basilisk, he is to charge it, straight line, close his eyes, and
Okay,
gore
so
that
he is holding his action to
Yeah.
charge and attack
Yeah.
with you on him
Yes.
and
Yeah,
you.
and
So
me.
that'll be fine. That'll be it. Everybody else is either blindfolded or has the steed looking for it,
I'm looking down.
and
tell
then you're
me.
looking down, so you're not looking directly, and then you're blindfolded too, or okay.
Am I allowed to draw my crossbow?
Sure. Yeah,
I'd
you'll
like to-
have your
I'm gonna see-
crossbow.
and
Well, you
behind-
have your bow or your crossbow, whatever you
Behind
want.
Keola, by the way. I want to be right behind.
Yeah, you are. You are. He's holding the reins and everything.
I am readying an action.
Okay, so where is your steed right now?
If everybody else is looking backward, I am still looking forward.
Okay. All right, so that's it. All right, so
I wanted to try to like.
a moment goes by.
I'm just looking forward because I have my
Is there a? Forgive me if I'm wrong. Is there a guard action?
You can hold. You can hold to do defensive stance to
I would
give
like to-
yourself a +2.
I would like to take a defensive stance.
Okay. Yes.
Did we determine if it was actually behind us, like if it was behind us above us, or behind us on the same level?
You determine that. You determine that it's pretty much like
Like it's coming down the hallway?
it's coming down from behind you. That's where Keola heard it from.
Okay.
So at that point,
that thing fuck you. She's driving.
all right.
Matter, whatever the fuck we just did.
I was wondering if I could. I don't know if this would work, but like the nature of the
wanna
ship, just
die.
try to kind of like
just want to die?
Yeah.
conjure up like a small
I
bat and just
I
send
run
it
into a
back.
whole fucking
So you hear a hissing and a large growl come from the distance as you see crawling on the floors, some bursting out of a bit of a ways from you. You can see it, but it's dim light, but it's not within charge range.
Because he's got a 40-foot movement.
Yes, he has a 40-foot.
Jesus!
So is he
Normally?
taking his?
Yeah.
Well, he can only hold his action, not his
Right.
full thing. So if he's going to do it, he's going to dash and charge. That's what he's doing. So he's only going to be moving his
40 feet.
his 40 feet, his just his plain movement.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it says trampling charge. If the mammoth moves at least 20 feet forward, straight towards a creature, and then hits it with a core attack on the same terrain. Target must succeed on an 18 strength DC.
Okay.
Or
So-
be knocked prone.
All right. So here's what happens.
If the
So
target is knocked
what?
prone,
Can Dimitri see anything
mammoth
other
can
than the
make a
mammoth?
stomp
Because I have my
attack
dark
against
vision.
it.
Yeah, you can see these. You can see. I'll actually show you guys a picture. I didn't bring my card with me, but that's what you guys are going to get.
That's not
Easy,
a bat.
easy, easy,
Easy.
We're level 5. We'll destroy this thing.
Ow. Okay.
He's not on my campaign, so I have zero idea what his
It
stats
could be
are.
level
Okay.
20 and we could be fighting for an hour.
Okay, so at that point, and you see 4 of these guys coming at you.
How many?
4.
Well done.
Wait, what?
I wanted to run. I'm gonna
All right.
let this know now.
So everybody
I wanted to run.
that was holding their action for a surprise that told me that would be you. And that would be Bob. So
I
Bob,
hold my action.
for what? You're looking the other way.
For defense.
Okay. Do I hear it?
You hear it?
You brace
Oh, I
yourself.
cast the Shield of Fate. I'm like, oh shit! And I cast Shield of Fate.
Sure.
I'm stealth.
Meanwhile, Dimitri shots off.
Yeah, but we use the group stealth when everybody stealth. So your
Yeah.
stealth was very crappy,
and
Fuck
broken
you,
when
motherfucker.
Bob
and it kind of got
fucking
nullified with
statue
Bob
up.
going.
The stampede
Just-
of a single elephant.
Okay, fine. I'm taking a shot.
Well,
Where?
you didn't hold your action, so I can't let you do that.
I guess we
You
have
got to
to
tell me what you want to do ahead of time.
This is the surprise round.
That's why when I kept asking you, where is everybody going? What do you want to do? That's the time to tell me.
Because everyone else was talking.
Okay.
It's okay.
Anyways.
Okay. So we're gonna go with Dimitri. Go ahead. You want to take a shot, right? You
Yeah,
saw
yeah.
these things.
I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark on the first target I see.
Okay, go for it.
Are we not rolling for initiative?
Not yet. It's
Not yet. This is
It's
surprise.
the held action.
Okay, then I need to go initiative.
You have to roll initiative.
What was that thing that I do first?
You do Hunter's Mark,
yeah,
and then
surprise.
Yeah,
You get
so
the surprise.
I don't remember exactly. So I get like
You get like the 2d8.
I get like
what is your subclass?
As long as
You're Gloomstalker, right?
Yeah.
If you attack your first turn, if you attack, you should be able to get an extra attack. It should be.
2d8.
Where's your book? It should be right there in there.
It's in
Xanthar's.
And you're using regular crossbow, right? Light crossbow?
It's my
Or are you using your bow? Because you do have your bow back.
my bow.
Okay, so it's D8.
D8.
So just hold on, because you may get an extra attack.
I think I do.
I think you do too. We're just gonna confirm.
so-
Sorry, folks, we're still learning here.
You get,
Alright.
so remember to add your
Yep,
wisdom
noobs and
modifier
dice.
to your initiative roll when you can roll initiative.
It's dexterity
That's one
modifier.
thing you need to know.
Is it for
his
different
subclass.
rangers? Oh, for his subclass. Got it.
So I
What else?
my wisdom.
Should be the second one. The second, level 3. It should tell about an extra attack, I think. He gets an extra attack.
Oh, yeah. If you take an attack action your turn, you make an additional weapon attack as part of the action. If this attack hits, that target takes an additional 1d8 damage of the damaged weapon type.
And that only happens once per...
For first
Yep.
turn.
Only for first turn, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is it time to do
So,
it?
so go ahead. Roll your attack.
And that's the D20, right?
That's the D20, yeah.
Okay.
Plus your attack.
What?
He's using a longbow, so it's going to be proficiency plus
It's gonna be plus 7 for him.
7. Okay. So what did you get total?
So 17.
His advance is very high.
17. That is going to hit one of them. So go ahead. I'm going to have you do this again. You're going to shoot at it again, right?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another dice.
Same D20.
Same D20, because you get an extra attack.
Just the one.
Just a 1. Okay. So
Or that's what I rolled was the one. Yeah.
that's fine. Okay. So nothing happens. Now you get a third attack. Okay. 5 total. Plus what?
Oh.
Plus 7.
Okay.
7.
7.
12.
So right now, your 1 attack hit and your 2 extra attacks that you got missed.
Okay.
So the first attack that you got did. So it's only 1d8 plus your dex mod. Oh, plus Hunter's Mark as well. So 1d8, 1d6.
Roll.
6 and 5.
Nice.
6 and a 5. So 11 plus what's your dex mod?
My dex mod is 4.
4. So that's going to be 15 points of damage.
Not
So you
shabby.
shoot it, and when you shoot it in one of its shoulder legs, and it's just, and it just shrills, but it's still kicking. Next, Bob. Bob is going to charge one of these guys. So Bob rolls up and
Bob.
starts charging.
Can we have combat music?
And I told him, charge straight forward, close your eyes, and gore.
Okay.
More stuff. Thanks.
Roll for gore.
Oh, that's too epic.
How many
It is a straight line.
We're
So
making
Yeah, it is a straight line. So, yes. But here's what happens. He charges. I need Bob to make a con save. I need you to make a con save.
Oh shit, just look at that.
Actually, I need him to make you to make 4.
24.
What?
You to make 4.
Oh, because there's 4 guys.
So there's 1 completion.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a natural 20.
Okay, so you're good. Did you get? You rolled a 4? Okay, stop it.
17.
You're good.
So
What?
17.
17.
24.
Like that.
Natural 20. 17.
Okay.
I'll miss you.
15. That's 4, right?
Okay.
Oh, wait, one more.
I just want to let everybody know on camera that I was a very gracious DM in the last game. And I got a lot of shit from it from my other fellow DMs. I will not do that anymore. Whatever actions happen to them is whatever happens in game. So, here's what happens. Your mammoth is fine. You passed all of them. So this is what happens. You're on top of the mammoth. When you ride forward and you're shooting, because this has happened simultaneously. So you're looking like a badass, just going, trying to shoot at them. And when you do manage to purchase a hit, one of them gets a glare off at you. You look at your hand, and you're holding the posture of your bow, and it starts to crust over. And you So you notice that your arm starts to turn. So that's pretty much the end of it at this point. So you failed. So this is the fail. Okay? So at that point, let's all roll for an ish. Now remember, you have this big mammoth in front of you, and it's blocking a lot of line of sight.
Question.
Yes, sir.
How much space is on the side of the mammoth?
Say it.
So the mammoth, right? Is there squeeze room on either side?
Okay. Let's just do this.
So does his attack hit? Yeah.
Oh, we haven't got all that far yet. Yeah, did boss attack hit?
Let's see if we can get that.
Do I need to roll to hit his attack?
I think you quickly
So, right now, Spider is going to be Bob.
Okay.
Because that's what model I have. So Spider is going to be Bob.
Spooky Bob.
And
Bob.
so
Yeah, buddy Bob.
Sexy.
you guys are back here. You're in
Can we set up the other direction, like 90 degrees clock, so it's easier for you to see, I guess?
Yeah.
you want to do that?
Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
There you go. All right, now we got it.
Dragonborn's facing this way.
Yep.
Lily is facing that way because she's obviously now. We're right here next to.
I was behind the mill.
Yeah, you're behind.
You were. Everybody, there was like a lot of people behind the mount. That's why. That's how it's looking.
And then he charged forward.
Literally everyone is behind.
So, I didn't bring any basilisk minis because I don't have any basilisk minis.
More spiders.
There's not going to be any spiders. It's all going to be theater and mine right now.
These things we're fighting at?
Huh? They're actually right here. So if you want,
Oh, I have craft on a tiny little D6.
hold on. Actually, I got an idea. So right here,
Yeah, perfect.
I'm so scary.
so go ahead and roll for the charge, for the damage and everything. 16?
Yeah.
Okay, to hit?
Yeah.
Yes, it hits all. Or it hits, it only hits one. So you could pick who do you want to charge. So I'll say for my courteous sake, you charge the same one that he struck.
Okay.
At that point, how much damage did you do?
Let me roll. And you have to make a 18 strength saving throw.
Okay. 18 strength saving throw?
Yeah.
Okay, it rolled a 15. What happens?
He is not prone.
Okay.
And I also get to take a stomp attack against him.
Okay, hold on. You only get one hold. This is a multi-attack?
It is part of the feature, so it says trampling charge. If he's not prone, the mammoth can make one stop attack against as a bonus action.
Okay.
Nice.
Well, it doesn't have a bonus action. It only has an action.
What, the mammoth?
It's the
rules
feature
of
of the.
It's the feature
Huh?
of the hit.
It's because he has he only holds an action, not a bonus.
He has to hit.
Yeah, but this is the bonus action.
This is the bonus. The stomp is the bonus action. You don't get that.
This is your reaction, so you just get the one. So he's not knocked prone, but he does the damage.
Well, no, he does knock prone. He just doesn't do the stomp damage.
Right.
It's just the charge and the
Got it.
drop.
Well, that's still good that he's not prone.
19.
19. Okay, so you do 19 points of damage and it gets knocked prone. It gets hurt really, really bad at this point. At that time, I need everybody to roll a niche. So what did everybody get?
Nat 20.
All right, hold on a sec. Let me get my. Okay, so we got nat 20.
Yeah.
Don't get behind us directly.
Does anybody have a pen that works? Thank you. I don't know if you can see if you can get some ink out of that or something.
Oh, also, this might, I don't know if this matters, but it says that the core attack has a 10-foot reach.
He started working
That's fine.
immediately.
Oh, okay. I'll trade that. All right, there you go. All right, so at that point, Lothos got a natural 20. Anybody else got natural 20 or lower? Okay, what? A 19, 18, 17. Forgot Allie's with you guys too. Totally forgot about that. You know I have Allie's mini in here. Where did I put Allie? Why do I not have Allie's mini in here? Oh, there it is.
So what you're telling me is there's no room to sneak in between him and the wall?
I'm gonna be right here. There is, it's just difficult terrain. You can sneak between the mammoth. It'd be half your movement.
So do I need to make a separate initiative?
No, you guys are going to... the way I do mounts and companions, you guys do it the same initiative. So, 18, 17, 16,
Initiative. We roll like crap.
15. Okay. Okay. 14. 13. 12. Okay, that's Allie's up next.
It's not me this time!
Plus I have a minus one for dex.
Okay.
Oh, shit, initiative.
Enemies, they roll.
Okay.
Ask the cat.
11 or 12, 11, 10, 9. Holy shit.
9.
You have the higher dex, so.
I got a minus one to dex, so.
Why is it down? Why
When they start to go.
does the most damage is always
So we got,
What did you roll?
You rolled a 4. But he has a plus 4.
Plus 4.
you guys got 9, right?
Yeah. So we're one
Okay.
above it.
Okay, so 9, 9, and then 8. 8, okay.
That's it.
That's it.
No, we got Jinx. Jinx, what'd you get? 2.
Oh,
Alright.
yeah.
Holy
Heal.
Kill a guy.
Wah, wah,
She only got-
wah.
The barbarian and the actual paladin are just sitting like, oh, what?
What? We gotta do what now? I'm a dumb giant.
Alright.
And a half more.
He's saying this in character.
Are you saying it in character? Well, it's not in character. We're all rolling an ish. So,
No.
okay, so top of the round.
Alright, then stop
It is
saying
your
that.
turn, Lothos. What do? You see Dimitri start shooting it up as while this mammoth is charging and knocks one of the basilisks prone. When that happens, you do glance with your dark vision because you can see this. You see that his arm is turning to stone.
Sounds like a good
Kill him last round, still.
I could shoot his arm off, but I think he'd be mad if I do that.
So what do you want to do? It's your turn. You have a hard time. You really can't see the basilisk because they're being blocked.
Question.
Yeah. What's up, Mr. Fabulous?
Um,
I'm totally throwing you off right now.
yeah. Can I see between the mammoth's legs?
Yes, but you really can't see. They're gonna have 3/4 cover. If you, whatever you tried to shoot.
This is what can I just tell you what I'm thinking?
Sure, tell me what you're thinking, man.
Before I do it.
Whatever you want.
Okay, so this is what I'm thinking is I'm gonna run out
Okay.
and like slide between the mammoth's legs
Okay.
so that I can actually have line of sight all over shooting at.
So it's a Dragonborn Legolas trying to shoot magic.
But sliding that way.
Okay.
And he has a skin. Dragon.
Okay, so you want to do this. All right.
That's what I want to do.
Okay, so I will let you do this with no, but you have to make an acrobatics check.
I figured.
So go ahead and make an acrobatics
Which
check.
I have 0.
It's okay, you're just gonna roll kind of
May the gods be ever in your favor. Okay.
looking at them? Are you looking at them?
No, my hood is over my head.
Right now, he's just looking at the mammoth's ass.
Yeah.
Thank gosh, the mammoth is blocking the view of all the eyes
I was gonna say it's a great
because of this big giant ass. What's the mammoth?
Nat 20!
What's the mammoth's con bonus? Con bonus.
That's fine.
+5. Okay. So here's what happens.
He is a sponge.
Lothos, your Dragonborn just goes Legolas style and just pops in. The only problem is you can't really stop there. So you get right in front. I'm gonna just say you kind of just got in between for some reason. Kind of pushed one out. I'll say that happens.
Okay.
Now, are you still looking down at this point?
Yes.
Okay, you're still looking down. You can partially see some of the basilisk's legs.
What I'm going to do is just reach out with both of my hands like this
Okay,
and fire an Eldritch Blast from each hand.
so you bam, bam, Eldritch Blast to the one in. Do you want to? Well, you want to do the one behind? Because if you do the one in front, you pose disadvantage.
Whichever one is the best.
You want to go from behind. So you
Okay.
shoot the ones behind. You try to. Or actually, you're not looking, so it's still disadvantage. So just go ahead and shoot the one in front. Doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
still
yeah.
disadvantage because you're not looking. So go ahead and roll, and you're gonna roll 2 dice, or disadvantage on both attacks. So first one, what's the lowest?
22.
22. Okay, that hits. Roll the second one real quick.
The other one was a nat 20.
20 and 17, that's it.
All right, roll the second one. Disadvantage.
Oh, fuck me. 11.
11. That's gonna be a miss. So you fire one Eldritch Blast, and you manage to curve it and hit him right in the back. Go ahead and roll for damage for that Eldritch Blast.
Backing up, get the fuck out of the way.
9. So you do 9 points of damage. It kind of hisses and shrills at you. And hisses at you with unknown intensity and gives you a little bit of snake tongue. This one, the one in the back right here. Yes. So at that point, it is now Lily's turn. Lily, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna turn into a giant poisonous snake.
All right.
That's it. Well, I guess I can. No, I'm just gonna turn into a snake. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna say, don't shoot a snake.
So are you? So a giant poisonous snake is medium, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. You are just gonna get. I'm gonna give you a spider mini because that's what I have. Because I need to start making minis. So this is.
Reminiscent of episode 1.
Huh?
It's reminiscent of episode 1.
Right. All right. So at this point, you have the mammoth, and you have you transforming into a snake, and that is it. That's your turn, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Next down the line, it is going to be Allie's turn. Allie really can't see what's going on, so she's going to.
Can she do anything to left the
Let's see. That's a good point. I don't know if she is anything about the party. not a cleric. She's a cleric bard. Oh, she can inspire, actually. I forgot about that. Okay, so what she's going to do is she's going to do... she's going to give bardic inspiration to... she sees you on top, and she can tell that... Well, she's a halfling, so... How about the glowing lights? She's going to give bardic inspiration for you. So any saving throw or any d20, any saving throw, attack roll, or ability check that you're doing, you can add a d6 to it if you want. That lasts for 10 minutes. Whatever you want to do. It's only one time only though. Alright, so next, that's her turn because she can't really do anything else. It is now... Dimitri, it is your turn. This is perfect. Okay.
Yeah. So if my arm's turned to stone, then can I still use my longbow?
This is the aiming one.
I'm gonna fire.
Permanently just.
You have to hold stuck in the ball.
Oh, yeah, as long as that one's fine.
Or is it
Or
say on the arrow?
crossbows.
Which hand was it?
Okay. So, what do you want to do? Your arm's starting to turn to stone, but you can still do everything normally. You can still move and everything. It's just everything's starting to turn. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm actually just going to hop off the mammoth and train back.
Okay, so you hop off the mammoth. Okay.
But he's a half elf.
Okay, so you hop off, and you manage to go, so you're going right back here. I'll say you can get back here, no problem. Make an athletics check for jump real quick. Easy. Not too hard. What'd you get?
At the top.
You make it. So you jump down, you slide down, and you jump down off there, and you kind of move to the back, and you're with the party again. At that point, I need you to make a con save.
So what was my plus?
You can add a d6 to that if you would like, if you feel like it's better. You got a 5?
What's your modifier?
Okay. Alright, so here's what happens. Guys, you see that Dimitri just... You don't see this, but you see Dimitri come down... Well, actually, those of you that have blindfolds on really don't see much. Who does not have a blindfold on?
What does Kane tell me?
But I'm in the front.
Yeah, you're in the front, so... What? Well, no, you said you had a blindfold too.
Yeah.
I remember you. You said you were on the mammoth. So, okay, so this is what happens to you. I'm so sorry. But your stone, your arm starts to, the stone starts to crawl up your arms and starts literally, and you just freeze in place. You're now petrified in stone. Okay. I'm sorry. I was hoping that Allie's thing. Anyways, I just always feel bad because you know I'm a sincere DM, but I try to be strong and play the game right. All right, so at that point, it is now. Cal, it is your turn. Cal, you're facing the other way on your mount. She's off of you. What does your mount see on the other end?
Up front.
I will see anything, boss.
Well, I'm going to turn around, and then I'm just going to have him turn around and see is the tiny boy the big boy.
Okay, so when you turn around, you're blindfolded, right?
I'm blindfolded. Cal,
When you turn around, you immediately hear in your mind, "Oh no, boss! Dimitri's all stone-like."
God damn it! I'm going to, still on Kane, run forward as far as I can to get to the ass of the mammoth, and with one hand, you're going to see, I'm desperately trying to see if this is going to work, but you see necrotic energy go into my hand, and on the way towards the mammoth, I'm going to just hit him on the way, and I'm going to put 5 points of lay on hands and see if that is going to cure his condition.
Your hands start to glow with like a divine dark energy, and when you do, you touch him and you try to give him 5 points. Go ahead and mark 5 points off. But when you touch him, it does nothing.
Worth a shot. I'm going to get as close to the combat as possible.
Okay, so roughly from right here, you can move right here.
Okay, so that's...
you're still blocking, you can't really see his sight, but that's pretty much your turn.
30, can I... That was Kane's movement.
I'm gonna try to be reasonable here, because Kane is a mount, and you're trying to get past another mount that's blocking.
I was going to hop off.
Okay, okay, so that's gonna be, you're gonna hop?
I'm going to go for the same underneath the legs thing.
So you're gonna jump off and you're gonna do this. Okay, I want you to do an...
dismount to the side and go under.
Okay, I want you to do this with disadvantage, acrobatics at disadvantage.
Because you're blindfolded.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
14. Okay. This one was a little bit more difficult because you're hopping off the mount and you're trying to slide as well. It's not like you're running and sliding, you're trying to do this all in one motion. You managed to slide, but you're prone underneath
that works.
The mammoth.
I'm fine with that.
So this is it's pretty much you right there underneath the mammoth.
Can I telepathically, as a bonus action, tell Kane to go and stand in front of Dimitri with his rest of his movement?
Sure.
Just so you can, if anything goes to break him, he can.
Yeah.
He can just eat any damage.
Yeah, sure. He'll protect. He'll like stand guard and interpose.
Beautiful.
At that point, it is now Elderwind. Elderwind.
Yeah. Alright. Stealth. Actually, I got initiative. I still have my initiative, right?
Yes.
Alright, so I'm gonna move 10 feet to my right.
10 feet to your right?
Yeah. This is
Is there any 10 feet to his right?
5, 10. I mean, you can't. No, not right here. You can't go here. It's a straight pathway. Like this.
Okay, shit.
You can move forward if you want. But you got a fuzzy mammoth ass blocking your way.
Badass mammoth.
Yeah.
Can I see anything?
Exactly why I advise you not to.
Can I see anything behind? Oh no, I'm blind.
Eat all you want. I'm loving it.
Alright, so what's up?
You're loving it. You gotta stop the first time.
Hopefully they attack the mammoth ass. And then
Alright. By the way, I'm going to have a talk with you after the session. Alright.
Can I move to the side of
You move to the side. You really can't sneak by. The thing is where you stop, you can't stop in a creature's position, or you can't in an enemy creature's position. And this mammoth is going to interpose difficult terrain, so it's half speed.
Okay, so are these creatures making any kind of sound?
They are. They're hissing.
They're hissing?
They're hissing.
Okay.
They're hissing and growling and snarling.
Can I go behind the mammoth and
Sure.
go prone behind it? And
Sure.
see get behind it?
You want to go prone? Behind the mammoth. Okay, so you're prone.
Okay.
You're laying down.
And I can hear these things.
You can hear them, but now you have Cal between the legs, so you actually see Cal prone.
You guys are all up in my shit.
Now,
No, I can't, because I have no fucking line of attack.
no line of sight right now. Technically, yeah, no line of sight. Everything is... Now what you can do is you can hold your action, and if you see a line of sight, any line of sight, you can take a
I
fire.
can't see shit, I'm blindfolded.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
That's why I'm asking if I can hear it.
Yeah, you can hear, but right now it's kind of hard for you to determine whether a line of sight comes in or nothing. I mean, technically you're blind. If you really want to shoot towards the hissing, you can.
But I can hear it good, so...
You can hear. Alright.
Exactly.
I buffed. I'm gonna be hard to hit. And he has disadvantage if he's shooting with a crossbow anyway, so...
Well, are you doing aid? Is aid a
I have 8 on me, and I have...
You can't have two... Is aid a concentration?
8 is not concentration.
It's not?
It is not.
What is it?
8 hours duration.
Oh, wow, okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Shield of Faith is concentration.
Yes.
I'm paying close attention to the hiss and I'm aiming for it.
Okay, roll at disadvantage.
should be 7, so
Yes, 7. So 16.
You shoot.
Plus 8.
Yeah.
17.
So you fire, and when you shoot, you manage to you hear something, and when you hear it, you hear whatever you shot at clinked off the armor. Cal, you laying down there, you felt something dink your armor.
If I hadn't cast that would have hit me for sneak attack.
Okay.
I'm gonna shout at maybe like, ow!
It didn't hurt you, but it
Fuck
did.
yeah!
Get the fuck out of my way!
I'm trying. There's this big fat fucking furry thing in front of me.
Okay.
Fucking dumbass in your goddamn mouth.
Next thing is the Basilisk. The Basilisks are going to attempt to attack both you and you. Or your mammoth.
I was have never hoped for the Steve to die.
Rise with force.
It's literally.
Realize as more points and have more fucking.
Okay, what is the mammoth's
Is a 13 armor class.
okay, he hits. He gets hit.
I'm blindfolded.
He takes 11 points of piercing damage, and with the fangs, he takes another 11 points of poison. Yes, they do a little poison damage.
Their fangs are poison.
Yes.
What damage you get?
The damage is a total of 22.
And he's in poisonous condition.
There's no poisonous condition. It's just damage. That's all it is. So at this point, the fangs chomp down on Bob's leg, and Bob goes, "God damn it, man! I'm sick and tired of these things." And at that point, Jinx, it is your turn. You're blindfolded. You're in the back. What would you like to do?
Are you only going to attack with one?
Huh? He missed the attack. Oh, the attack missed on you. He tried to bite at you, and you saw it coming for you at your leg, and he missed. Yeah, he got a straight up yeah, he failed, and he got advantage on you too, so it sucked because you rolled really low. What do you want to do, Jinx?
So hearing all the clattering that's below, I'm going to attempt to climb up on the mammoth to get above, I suppose.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to jump. Well, here's the thing. You jump, you go, and you feel the mammoth because you're blindfolded, right?
Yeah.
So now your attempt to climb up. So you can climb up, and that's going to be your movement.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much all. You got your action. What do you want to do? Because now you're up top, you're blindfolded on top of a mammoth.
A weapon.
I'm afraid of hitting this guy, but I was going to throw a javelin.
If you want to attempt to attempt to listen.
Yeah, attempt to listen. Yeah.
Okay, so go ahead and roll perception to see if you can pinpoint.
9 plus 4, which is 13.
Okay, that's not bad. So you hear the hissing in the distance, so go ahead and throw a javelin. It's still at disadvantage.
Oh god. Oh lord. Nope. 2 plus 6, 8.
And right
8. So you chuck it, and you just hear it hit clink, 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 and hit stone, and it just bounces off.
Oh god, yes.
At that point, it is now Kiowa. I need your mammoth to make another 4 saving throws, please.
You told him to look away.
Eyes and charge.
You told him
He's
to
not-
close
yes.
your eyes and charge?
Yeah, I told
I don't
him
remember the
yes.
close your eyes and charge.
said look away and
I
charge.
told
You
him,
did?
Close your eyes and
Okay.
charge.
Alright,
So,
then.
'cause that's why I asked. Are we in a tunnel? Like there is nowhere
Yes.
to go? You can just
Okay, so
charge
I'm going to
it?
say that he's closing his eyes now.
Yeah.
What do you want to do now? It's your turn. You're on top.
Okay, so is he gonna crush anybody if he backs up?
Yes.
You don't.
Yeah,
Christ.
Hey, guess what?
Fucking
Your
crush me,
mammoth.
cocksucker.
Your mammoth eyes is closed. Your eyes are closed.
Yeah.
You have no clue.
You have no idea what's happening.
Oh, shit.
I told you guys, don't fucking get behind me.
I didn't want to be fucking
I
behind
said,
you.
don't get right behind
We're
me.
under you.
Chose not to listen.
You're the
Steal
fucker that
the
ran in front of
confidence.
us.
Okay.
Just to let all the
Good
DMs
point.
know, it is really awesome if you let somebody be a mammoth in the game because it just totally fucks everything up.
All right.
My nice
So
little antelope is
would
nice
he
and
have
bite-sized.
heard?
Yeah.
He's got great hearing because he's got big ass ears. Would he? I mean, obviously he felt Jinx climb on him.
Yes, he felt Jinx climb on
He felt
him.
the lizard slide under him. So
He
knows,
felt the lizard slide under him.
Okay, so
The
he
dragon
knows somebody's
has
in his
behind
personal
him.
fucking space.
He knows he's in his personal space, but he didn't finish sliding.
Okay.
He stopped.
So he knows somebody's under him.
He knows somebody's in front.
I'm in
Okay.
front of you.
He doesn't know anybody's behind.
Roll an intelligence check on it.
I'm
Just
fucking behind
Sure, roll an
you,
intelligence.
Get a
Bob.
sense
No,
of
roll an
if
intelligence
Bob can
check.
get an
That's
awareness
the
of
easiest
his
thing to do for
surroundings.
Bob.
Roll an intelligence check.
Yeah, for man.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Okay, what is it?
It's a 4.
Okay, so he doesn't know.
He has an
I'll say
intelligence
this
of
to be
6.
generous. He knows that you're there in front. He knows that somebody's on top of him. He doesn't know if somebody's underneath him or behind him.
Okay.
That's all he knows.
Fair.
So, this mammoth is trying to like squirm. What are you doing?
Soothe your mammoth.
Yeah. My initial plan was to back up and run at him again and try to trample him.
Is that what you want to do?
He's gonna run
like
forward
this?
and try to like just bull what?
Okay, how far does he have to move?
Well, he's got to make 20 feet. in a
Okay,
straight line.
so he's gonna back up, right? So that's
No,
the
he's
that,
not backing up. He's just going forward.
Are you?
He's just heading forward.
Yeah, so he's just.
He
gonna
has
try
to go
push his
for it
way-
until he hits something.
I want him to push his way through
Hello.
until he's not.
Okay.
Can I?
Okay.
You can't do shit.
Can I borrow somebody's player's handbook? Because we got to get strategic here. Because I got to know what a push is.
And can I jump?
It's
Somebody pass that down.
It's,
Push is a
I
strength
believe
attack.
it's a strength
Oh,
check.
yeah.
Oh, I know it's a strength check. It's opposed
I have
strength.
a DM thing here that'll tell you.
Oh, I have a DM thing too.
It's on. It's on
Stay
still.
still.
Yeah, but this is more detailed.
Much better.
Yeah, you'd all be looking at fucking basketball size.
No, because we're fucking blindfolded because we're smart.
I haven't looked at shit. I want to jump up and grab his trunk.
No, it's he's just a scimitar.
Did one cool athletic thing before.
The last cool athletic thing you did get impaled by the spikes.
No, I slid underneath all Wiggler style underneath the mammoth.
The last athletic thing I did was get impaled by spikes, and then I
No,
lost
because
my
his
oath
foot.
to my
Because
god.
he stepped on one and I just went.
Oh yeah, he went all.
You tried to
Okay,
run through it.
here's what I'm going to do for now so we can get this moving. I'm going to have, if you want to push through,
Yeah.
you're going to have to go against their strength. And you're going to have to see if you beat them. If you fail, you stay in one spot, but you do walk in place.
Oh shit.
What about me?
Huh? You will get pushed too.
I have a high SAC.
Can I jump up and grab the trunk?
Maybe. I'll think about it, depending on what happens.
Okay.
Alright, so, go ahead. What's the mammoth strength?
Wait, actually being in the middle of all four would be a better idea.
Oh! So it's a +7.
You have, okay,
+7.
he has a +7.
Being
Okay.
in the middle of all four of those.
Alright.
How did he get a +7 and I have just an L?
Can I see my board or just is that just
Huh?
Terrible.
Yes, you do. Roll. It's an opposed.
Yeah, it's a strength or athletic strength. That's
Okay.
like target strength, athletics, or dexterity from acrobatics.
okay, so that is
What? For pushing?
Pushing, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so it's, yeah.
11.
11? Okay, they got a 21. Or one of them did. So one of them just... So you're walking in place, and the other one just... Alright, I need you to make a stomp attack. May I have a stomp attack, please?
I'd be standing there.
That's a natural one.
Natural 1?
Oh, thank God.
Wait,
Okay.
the natural one could be.
So,
You're okay.
If it's against my armor class, it's fine.
He just tipped us.
so you manage to feel a heavy pressure on your arm, but it just comes off. And you don't know what's going on, but you're freaking out. At that point, Kiowa, that would be your turn.
So it would be 11 total.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So at that point, that's pretty much... That's it for them. So now it's top of the round. It's back to Lothos. Lothos, what are you going to do?
I'm going to fuck off. So,
Just to let you guys know, this game is probably going to go a little longer than normal.
since I'm currently standing right in front of all of them,
Yes.
I'm going to cast Burning Hands.
Do it.
Okay,
Okay,
you need
so-
to make a dex saving throw for all 4 of them.
So you can do Burning Hands and get 3. You can't get...
Okay, for
one's going to
3
be
of
the
them.
oddball.
For 3 of them, then.
Okay, so go, I have to make what?
Dex saving throw for 3 of them, and I'll go ahead and roll my damage.
Okay, so what's your DC?
13. Anybody got extra d6?
Okay, so I have so two of them get 2 of them are fine, but the one in front is getting direct line of blast.
Well, the other 2 take half damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is a level 3 spell, correct?
Yeah, I'm rolling 5d6s.
Yes.
Yeah.
He knows I'm there.
He does know he's in front of it.
Yeah.
He's just following your direction at this point.
Okay, the one gets 15.
Okay, so he hasn't told me anything, so I don't know anything.
The one. Okay, well, I'm pretty sure the searing heat coming off my hands is going to be a pretty good indicator.
In front of you, that's not behind you, that I can't feel.
Okay, anyways, let's continue the damage.
Okay, so 15 to the one, and then you want to round up or down?
It's rounded down usually.
Okay, so 7 to each of the other ones.
Okay, so they take a good amount of damage. The one in front of you, the one behind is looking worse for wear. The one in front of you is looking worse for wear. But the one on the back end right here, he's looking a little charred, but he's okay.
Okay.
Next is Lily. Lily, you are up.
Alright, so I'm gonna move.
Can I?
Did you want to move or
Can I
something?
move?
It's if you want to try
It
to.
would take so many disadvantages.
It would.
Oh,
You
that's
can.
so many disadvantages.
It's not disadvantage. It's if you want to squeeze by him and go backwards, it's easier, because as long as you can make it,
That's 3
you can. Because technically he's right here, so you could technically make it right here if you want to. That would be the end. You make it right at the mammoth's left ass cheek.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
Would he not provoke attack of
No, he gets half of his movement to get through. It's difficult terrain because he's trying to squeeze by. That's what he's trying to do, huh?
He disengaged.
Huh?
Wouldn't he take
Yeah, he
attacks
does.
of opportunity?
You're taking attacks of opportunity. You know that, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Oh, jeez.
What's your AC?
11. Well, he wouldn't let me have the leather armor before. That would have been amazing. Remember when we were in the upper Underdark and said that guy had a badass leather armor on? Like, can I strip the leather armor?
4. So you take 7 points of piercing
Okay, first.
and 8 points of poison.
15 total?
15 total.
I'm okay. Fine.
So you managed to move out of the way and you managed to like shimmy to get through, but you're still looking down. At that point is now Lily. It is your turn. What do you want to do with your snake-like body?
I would like to go through. Would I be able to, squeeze through the ungodly thing that is the mammoth?
I will say, because you're a medium-sized snake, and it makes total sense to me why you can. I don't even care. Does it say anything on your sheet if it ignores difficult terrain or anything? No. Well, I'm gonna say it does because it makes total sense to me because it's a snake. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's the movement?
Yeah.
30.
So unfortunately, you're kind of stuck because from where you're at, you're gonna be right on the mammoth's ass.
I can do. My attack is a 10-foot range.
Okay, you're still. You can't stop where the mammoth is. That's the problem. So here you can use a double move to get where Lothos was.
Tank.
Okay, and that's your turn.
Yeah.
All right. So at that point, it is now Allie's turn. Allie is going to stay back and use her healing word on Lothos.
Yay!
Lothos, you get back 8 hit points.
Oh, fuck.
And he's going to do a bardic inspiration on. She's gonna do bardic inspiration on, I'll say, Elderwind. You get a bardic inspiration. So any ability score, any ability check, or any attack or saving throw, you get it. You can add a d6 to it if you feel necessary. So at this point in time, it is now. Unfortunately, Dimitri's out. Sorry about that. Cal, it is your turn. You're under the beast.
Am I under him?
Yes.
So am I can't. Oh, I see me. Can I? So it's 15 feet of my movement to hop up.
Yes, it is 15 feet of your movement to hop up.
Can I not move to engage?
Well, hold on. What are you trying to? Are you trying? You're underneath the mammoth.
Yeah,
so
I'm
how are
trying
you
to hop
doing
up
this?
and move out to attack.
Okay, you can't put. Are you trying to push this creature?
No, I'm
back?
just trying to attack.
Okay, because you're going to be underneath the mammoth trying to attack.
I can't get up and move in.
No, because the only spot that was potentially open was taken by Lily.
That's fine.
It's hard because none of the melee people can get in right now.
You know what? That's totally fine.
If you want, you can climb out,
If I'm
get on top if you want to do that.
Hell no. If I'm prone, would my spells be cast at disadvantage?
Would your spells be cast at
Yeah.
disadvantage? If you're prone and attacking? Necessarily no.
Okay.
You wouldn't be prone. It's only disadvantage when you're shooting at it's only disadvantage when you're shooting at it from
So if I do an action, would I be able to do a cantrip attack as well?
yes. Well, no, you'll be able to do just a cantrip. That's your action. So you either do a spell or you do your attack. That's all there is.
Which one of them is damaged?
They're all pretty much damaged. The one on the right-hand side right here, next to the spider, is damaged most of all.
I'm going to attack the most damaged one. I'm going to reach up, and I am going to, with both hands, clap, and I'm going to cast Toll the Dead on the damaged one. And that's going to be,
Okay, so it's a save, right?
Yep, Wisdom save of
Dragonborn
13.
hands reaching through little mammoth legs.
Well, he failed, so that's a D12, 2d12.
8 points of damage.
Well, add a D4, isn't it? You get a D4 extra necrotic, or is that only with your scythe?
That's just with my sight.
Okay, there you go.
So I'm doing as much as I can.
Okay. Alright, so that's going to be it. So you hit him with how much damage?
8 points of damage.
8 points of damage, just necrotic damage just consumes him, and he just dies. So there goes one basilisk. So
Well done.
all right, hold on a second. Let me check my phone. I got to make sure it's charging. Okay. Yeah. All right, it's fully. Okay, see, now it's back on. Can you hear me now? Polar Knight?
Anyone?
Okay, how long... Do you know how long I was out for, Polar Knight? All the time. How long have you been logged on to us, Polar Knight?
Polar Knight?
Now we're back.
Since the start.
Since the start? So you've been listening to us from the start and our whole entire channels, our whole entire video's been muted all the way through?
You're just now saying something?
Because Carrie was watching it.
Yeah, our sound was working before because we had,
It's probably his son.
yeah.
Refresh.
Well, no, the volume was muted here, so I'll have to check the video. I'll have to check the video, and what I'll do is I'll do a narrative. That'll be the only way to fix it. Thank you, Polar Knight. I really appreciate
Thanks
it.
for helping us fix that.
Yeah, thank you for pointing this out. We're going to have to figure out something. I may have to have someone take over this while I DM so I can pay attention to DMing. That might be the best situation. Alright, so
So it's an athletics check?
it's an athletics check.
You want to finish this and then narrate it for it? Or how do you want to do
What?
it? Do you want to finish the current action that we're
Is
doing?
that I like
Just
the
jump.
camp setup. It's like the evolution of beards.
Yeah, so I'm jumping off.
It was.
I'm making an athletics
Yes,
check.
athletics check. What did you get?
Okay, so it's 19.
19. So you jump off, you make it, you're fine. You walk up to good old fashioned Dimitri here that's a little bit stoned out of his mind.
And I'm going to cast Lesser Restoration on you.
Okay. Let me check.
Touch him. Wave the hand sign. And see if it works.
Oh, so we just did that. We don't know Chidori. Oh, Jesus.
Okay. So you touch him with your lesser restoration and you try and it fails.
Yep.
We're in trouble.
I can tell you that. No.
I tried to get a beard and my girlfriend told me if I get a beard she'd grow a 70s bush, so
And how far am I from the
it's
basilisk?
nice.
How far am I from the basilisk?
What?
How far am I from the basilisk?
You're like over here now, so you're literally right here.
Am I within 30 feet?
Yes, but you can't see them
Is
anymore.
there a free spot within 30 feet?
No,
No.
no.
You're fat fucks in the way. Alright.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys want me to dismiss him?
That would have been awesome
Yes!
from the fucking start.
So wait, you're doing what? Say that
Oh,
again?
I can't do that.
Yes,
It's
you
an
can.
action.
Huh?
It takes an action to dismiss.
Yes, the way
Because
I've
it takes an
already cast
action
the
to dismiss, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's your turn.
That's my turn, yeah.
At that point, it is now top of the round. Lothos, it is your turn. What do you want to do?
As an action.
Where am I? Did he dismiss the thing?
No.
No.
Takes an action.
Takes an action, so next round. So you're right there. What do you want to do?
Am I like right up against its ass again?
Yes.
I'm gonna stay there and ready my Eldritch Blast for when it disappears.
Okay, sounds good. Next is going to be Lily. You're up.
I'm actually gonna attempt to attack one of these.
All right, attack. Go for it. Nibble, nibble, nibble.
Natural one.
Oh!
Did you get another attack, or was that it?
You get 2 attacks. We're level 5.
No, she doesn't get that. It's up to her
It also
beast.
depends on the creature.
Natural one.
So Polar Knight says, God, good man, paladins are the best dragons ever eat us. We taste so
I bite
awful.
Jinx on accident.
Get it? Get it? Yeah.
All right, so at that point we have that was Lily's turn. Allie's up. Allie is going to. Allie gave Bardic Inspiration to you. She's going to give her last Bardic Inspiration to. I would say Cal, because Cal's still underneath the mammoth.
That's a D6.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. So at that point, it is now.
Did the go last turn?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they did.
They missed most of us.
It is now Elderwin's turn.
Go, Elder One, go.
Elderwin, you're up. What do you want to do? You got this big fat ass mammoth waiting. You see that your fellow comrade right next to you is kind of just.
Hit him, turn it to stone, and then should activate from him.
I'm all
No,
like,
he's trying to cast a spell, but he's holding it.
I'm totally like Dr.
Yes,
Strange
Cal is
right
also a
now.
paladin. We have two paladins here. We have KO and Cal. They are both paladins.
Paladins.
I'm
You
helping
got banned
moderate
from
the
your
channel.
last D&D game because of being a paladin.
And it says that paladins are spelled Pauladine.
That'd be amazing.
You should have just named her Pauladine.
Oh, all right.
You should totally mod me in your channel.
What do you want to do, Alderwin? You're on the floor. You're laying down.
Just think funny trap.
I love D&D too, Polar Knight. That's why I do this.
We love
I'm gonna
D&D
use my
too.
movement and my feline movement. I'm gonna get as far away from them. It's probably about 50 feet back here.
We want to go back
Through
there?
them. Can I move through them?
You're doing your feline agility?
Yeah.
Step on me,
Can I move through them?
You really can't. Not according to the rules, unfortunately. I'm not trying to be a dick about it, but it's
I'm gonna
technically...
climb on top of this fat fucker's mouth.
Okay, so you climb up with ease because of your claws and it digs into his ass.
Yeah, I hope it does damage too.
Sharpen
I'm
it
gonna
before
claw on
he
top of his
comes
head.
at you.
I want to make sure the claws.
all day.
I'm gonna make sure the claws that are in my feet are digging into the fucker's head.
D8.
I said,
God, this guy with his
I
jokes.
said date always at work.
This guy with his jokes, man, I swear.
I'm gonna quiet. I'm gonna listen very closely. And I'm gonna listen to the hissing.
Okay.
Oh,
The
yeah.
one that's super close to me, the one I can really pinpoint, is the one I'm gonna shoot at.
Alright, so go roll an attack. It's still disadvantage. Sorry, man.
It's because you're blindfolded.
$16.
16 hits. Roll for damage. And I'll give this sneak attack since there's somebody in range.
Yeah, that's what, 2d6.
No. I think it's, is it? Oh, hold on, I got the book. The book, or the book is over there.
It should be 2d6.
I think it is. I think it's 2d6 right now.
Level 5 is 2d6.
Dude, 2d6 or 3d6, but you're firing with a hand crossbow or?
Firing with my freaking baby.
It's 3d6.
It's 3d6 sneak attack?
Yeah.
Okay, what is your, are you firing, what's your baby? Your light crossbow?
Yeah.
So D10 plus, or is it a D8? No, D8, excuse me.
Light crossbow is a 1d8 plus 4.
1d8, okay, so 1d8, 1d8 plus 3d6 plus 4.
It's actually, yeah, kind of.
Hell yeah.
Alright, so.
Yeah, that's kind of how it is right now.
7.
Old guys on, young guys on top and old
13.
guys on the bottom
Plus my
because of the
poison
way the
dart.
cam's set up. What?
Plus my poison dart.
Your poison dart? Yeah, that's true. So they got him.
Plus
Well,
6.
how much damage did you do?
13.
Total with the whole thing? For all? Did you plus 4 to it as well?
No.
Plus 4 is 17.
17.
You dies. That's why I was like, I didn't even want to deal with it. I was like, how much damage? All right, so at that point, you got 2 left, and now there's open spaces to where people can go through. At that point, it is now. It is now the basilisk's turn. The basilisk is gonna get in range because it has to happen. Gonna bite on. What's your AC?
16.
16? Nope. You got a natural 1 against you anyway. So they try to snap at you and they both miss.
And we are equals at this point.
At that point, it is now Jinx. You're up, man.
We both try to stab
Just
each other.
reckless.
We're just
Actually,
gonna different ways.
just you have advantage on attack when you get speed.
He's right.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, good. Well, he rolled in that one. So, go ahead and take an inspiration for being honest, and I appreciate that. Thank you. All right, so at that point, it's your up. Are you doing Reckless attack with 2 more attacks going?
Yes, 2 more attacks. Going to the guy in front of me.
Okay, so the guy in front. So you just hack away at him. Go for it. Roll. The straight roll.
Straight roll. 17 plus
Hits.
6. Hits.
Roll again.
And 13 plus 6.
Hit. So roll 2d12 and add. What is your strength? Add 10.
Yeah, how about that one? That's
Are you doing it with one-handed or two-handed?
one-handed.
Okay.
'Cause I do have shield.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So how much damage was that with the dice? So,
So
plus,
8 plus 6 plus 4.
no.
14 plus 18.
You're okay. So
Yeah,
what's your
4
strength
under the
mod?
lot.
Strength mod is 3 twice. Just 6.
No. Okay. Your strength mod. So you have +2 because you're raging.
Yeah.
So you have 5 total for extra damage on top of each hit.
So
You hit twice, so that's 10 plus your 4.
plus
So
8.
you got 24. So you knock him out. You did just obliterate him. You chop him into little itty bitty pieces. You just give out a battle rage and just go to town on him. At that point, KO, it is now your turn.
I will dismiss Bob.
Oh, will you now?
Okay, your action activates. Boom! Okay, roll 2 attacks. And you see that he disappears, but you're still shooting it like this, right?
At the first one, I'm gonna just look up and see shoot him at the front. I want to hit this thing.
Okay, you look up. You take a con save.
Stop looking at me.
He's looking. It's you. Eye contact me.
Yeah. It's kind of like a
God.
cone type.
Hello.
Okay.
19.
19. There you
Come on,
go.
tell me don't roll
So
garbage on
you're
con save,
you're
thank
good.
God.
You save and you resist that urge, that paralyzing feeling that was striking you. Now roll your attacks at regular.
Okay.
So you get 2 attacks.
Fucking kill this fucker.
Okay, so you find
24
what? 24?
for the
Oh,
first
that
one.
hits. Yeah, go roll for the second one. Sorry if I'm not reading your
And
stuff,
18.
Polar Knight. What?
And 18.
10, 18?
No,
Or
18.
an 18? Okay, both hit. Roll 2d10, and I believe you have Agonizing Blast, right?
Yeah, so it's plus 2, right?
Yeah.
So 2d10 plus 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Where's my... That was 12. That's a 12.
A lot going on with DM. I'm going to have to give the
This guy.
computer privileges to someone else next time.
Oh, you fucking kidding me. Total of 7.
7. Okay, so he's still kicking. And he's just like,
There's bad rolls on that one, man.
all right, at that point,
Shit, your sister.
it is now, it's still KO's turn. So KO, what are you going to do?
So the thing's alive still?
He's still alive.
Okay, so I have bonus action and movement, right?
Well, yeah, you have bonus action and movement. Nope, no action because you dismissed.
Oh, damn.
What?
Did you read what Poor Knight said?
What?
That sucks.
Yeah, I haven't read it because I'm trying to focus. Okay, so what do you want to do with your
so
movement
run
and your
forward
bonus?
as far as I can, obviously pulling the blindfold back onto myself.
Okay, so you do, and then what next?
30 feet,
30 feet, okay.
right? As a bonus action, I will...
Okay, you want to just end your turn?
No.
At that point? Unless,
I'll vow them to last one.
okay, so you vow him, and...
That's it.
Okay, next top of the round, Lothos, it is your turn again.
Wait, I haven't gone.
Oh, you haven't gone? Oh, did I skip you?
Oh, but it's my turn again.
No, it's not. Oh, I'm sorry, I did skip you, huh?
It's
I went
okay.
Elder Wind and I totally avoided you.
It's
I'm sorry,
okay.
Cal. The thing disappears. You get lucky and he disappears. So what do you want to do?
Where am I?
You're right here. I'll let you stand up. That's half your movement. So what do you want to do? You can move through friendly squares.
Can I just move 1, 2?
1, 2. You can go right here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm just gonna make 2 attacks.
Okay.
I'm gonna just make 2 attacks.
Okay.
I'm not gonna
Just
look
roll
up.
for 1. Roll for 1.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. 12.
Nope, miss. Your scythe slams down and misses him. Next attack, because you have 2 attacks.
Yes. Does a 24 hit?
Yes. How do you want to do this?
I want to take off. I have my scythe. I am going to go underneath its mouth.
Okay, so you hook it.
Yeah, and the scythe's going to come out, and then I'm going to hold it up and pluck out both of its eyes, and then I'm going to look back, and he's looking at me, and I'm just going to crush them in my hand. Because I'm done with this thing's shit.
Alright, so you hook
There's
it and
3
then you
more!
just
This
crush
thing's
him.
fucking mine! And I'm going to throw the disgusting eyeballs to the floor.
You throw him down, and the lifeless body rolls and falls to the ground. Combat is now over.
Yes.
We will leave it off here. As we leave off, battle commenced. Complications arose, but we leave off with all of you guys turning around, and you guys all look at your fellow companion, Dimitri, as he is in solid stone. I want to thank you. I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. We had a really high number count, constant. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Polar Knight, for pointing out the audio issue that we had.
Yeah, thanks, man.
I will try to see what I can do to fix it when I get home. Maybe I can add my own personal audio to narrate what happened. Sorry again for the delay. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do I'm just going to hit record as soon as we go live, just so I don't have to worry about it anymore. But anyways, thank you all so much. Please like and subscribe, share our videos, and share the links so we can spread out a little bit more. And I'll see you guys next month. The more that you guys subscribe and follow, the more chances of me coming down here and making this a bi-weekly thing. That would be great.
That would be.
So, thank you again for your support. I'll see you guys in the next game. And so we all. It's been a rough night. Thank you guys. So long.
Some of you still are.
Thank you.